Okay. If there's anybody here, I can't see you yet, so give me a second. Come on, internet. Mute. All right, there we go. Hello. You guys are hilarious. Okay. I'm using StreamYard again, so I don't know if this thing actually showed up before showtime or if everyone's finding out it's live now. So we will find out. Oh, there's my chat. Yay. Okay. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, I think Instagram's messed up right now. Is anybody else like having issues? Because I got a message from Kaylee, and she was saying she was trying to post something for my birthday and it wasn't posting. And she was like, if it doesn't work, like this is what I tried to post. And then I looked and all of the birthday things that I tried to reshare in the last hour are not posting. So I did see your messages. It's just that for some reason I can't share them. Hey, Peter, you made it. Thanks, Travis. It's my casual smoky. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going wrong with Instagram, but something is definitely going on. Because it was not working. Hey, Lindsay. Yeah, it's just nothing is like, oh, it says it uploaded, but you have comments on it, Cody? That's super weird. So just another fun day in 2020. Now the whole internet will fall apart, and then we'll really see what people are made of. I was around before the internet, so I think I'd be okay, but I'm slow, and my present for you is also slow. Thanks, Pammy. So I did have a pretty nice day. I went to try to go to a nursery that I've been meaning to go to for like, I don't know, 3 years now, and I've just never gotten there. It's not even that far away. Frankly, it's closer than Logi's, and I've been to Logi's how many freaking times? But I drove all the way down there, and it was closed on Monday. So I got there in time to see a lady just watering all the plants that I could not touch. I hella fuck with the new story fonts. It did Instagram like update or something. I feel like that would probably cause it to shit the bed. Thanks, Emma. Appreciate it. I'm 38, so I feel old, but not that old, you know. It's just like I feel like I should be an adult, but I still look for adults. Like I'm not the primary adult. Thank you, Pam. Nobody has to give me birthday presents. I have a gift certificate to Logi's from Mike's mom and dad that I'm very excited to use. And my mom got me a weed whacker, which I cannot tell you is it's just so much fun. Pammy, I used the StreamYard so I could like bring people into my birthday chat, but I don't remember how to do that. So feel free to let me know. Yes, Mike has very cool parents. Karen was hitting the fire react on my repost of Adam's picture the other day. Told him I was like, Mike's mom approves of your makeup look. Is Logi still closed, Bill? Everything up here is like open. Shut up, Peter. I am old enough to remember to have lived down the street from a baseball card store for a very long time. In a video store where you would rent VHS videos and Nintendo games. Oh, that sucks. They're still closed. Are they doing the curbside still? I tried to do that, and I guess they were closed on the day that I called, and then they called the next day, and I was like, well, I can't do it today. Yeah, I worked at Blockbuster. Yeah. One of the many jobs that I quit / was pretty much fired. But I had like the OG video store. It was like the mom and pop video store down the street from me. And we would just kind of rent the same like few Nintendo games over and over again. You still have a Blockbuster? They still make those? Yeah, man. I remember when I got my Nintendo, it was fairly new. I think it was only maybe like less than a year old for sure. We only got one because my dad likes video games and he wanted one, and he just like made it out like it was our Nintendo, but it was not our Nintendo.
Right now would be the perfect time for me to sneak in with a party popper, but I don't have enough money to afford one. It would be the perfect time to just pop when you're not looking.
I don't know where you would get a party popper at this point. Yeah. I was going to go to the Dollar Tree and get myself a hat, but
I wanted to go to the Dollar Tree with my $20 and get 20 bags of Twizzlers, but
aren't they like old though? I feel like Dollar Tree candy would be old, but I've never bought it, so it might not be.
No, it's probably fine. It's just it's literally just like the best bar you can get for candy. Honestly, 20 bags for $20, it's not bad. It's not a bad deal.
That is a bargain.
Yeah.
I can't argue with that logic.
Like, that's like a million Twizzlers right there.
Hey, they emailed me and asked me if you wanted to go to summer school. You don't want to go? Come on.
I don't want to go to summer school.
I read it twice to make sure it wasn't mandatory. I don't want to go to summer school, guys. I want to be done. I'm tired. Yes, lots of roller skating. The beach. We had a beach arcade. It was like the arcade on the beach. Very New England. I was never a mall kid. We would go sometimes to the Dirt Mall in Weymouth, but we were just doing that because they had the only Taco Bell, and you could buy a lot of food at Taco Bell for, the $4 that you bummed off your parents. Aiden, my friend wants to know when you're going to become an entomologist.
What?
An entomologist.
What's that?
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
Somebody who studies bugs, insects,
Like
arthropods. That's a thing, right? You could care less about bugs. He makes me get bugs out of his room, so I don't think he'd be your guy. He is a smart boy, though. He is. I went to college and I enjoyed it very much, but well, that's a lie. It was very stressful and I didn't enjoy most of it, but I did enjoy what I learned and somewhat of my experience there, but yeah, it was not worth it. I could have pretended to have a bachelor's in writing without spending all that money that I'll never be able to pay back. Peter worked at a video store owned by a deadhead. You had to write out receipts by hand on a pad. Yes. You had to do that at the pizza bar I worked at for a long time. And have like a register. They had a cash box. My birthday wish? Most of the time on my birthday, I just don't want to clean or have to do anything that I don't want to do, because if you have children and pets and stuff, like, you do a lot of things that you don't want to do every day. They all want to eat multiple times a day. There's 4 litter boxes in this house. There's so much laundry. So really, my birthday wish every year is to just not have to do anything for a whole day, which is very hard for me because if it's not done, I'm gonna end up doing it, you know. So I tried all day yesterday to like do everything so that I could relax today. So just been chasing that dragon till I'm dead. I did, however, after the place that I went to was closed, I went to another place with plants. They specialize more in like outdoor stuff and like specialty herbs, like which is weird shit that you won't be able to find at like your average plant nursery. And it was a little bit slim pickings, but it was cool. The last time that I went there, I talked to the lady about police brutality, and the time this time around, she gave me a card for her group that like listens to plants make music with a machine. It's my kind of people, you know. We do still have Igoroth. It's doing pretty good, actually. I gotta change his nasty water, don't judge me. Yeah. Doing quite well. It got all big. It definitely likes my hidden harvest lights. Oh, there were so many bugs dead in there. Good job. Yes. Here I was feeding that thing with tweezers. It doesn't need me. Watering feels like a chore when you've had to do all the other, like it sucks. I wish that that I could enjoy watering more, but it's usually like I'm on my way to bed and I'm shutting off all the grow lights and something is keeled over half dead. And I'm like, and then I have to stand and wait for the water filter to tediously fill up a watering thing, which I need like 4 of to water the whole house. And I think my house is just completely on the same schedule because everything seems to dry out the same day. So I've yet to tame my watering stresses a little bit. I really want to hose like Summer Rain Oaks has. Like I think that's so genius. I do like watering when I'm not trying to go to bed though. I do love to wake up and just poke my plants. Although in the summer I just go outside to the garden, so my houseplants they get the second rounds later in the day when I'm poking around here. Yeah, no herpetology in my house, okay? Because like I love little crawlies and everything, but I used to have lizards when I was younger, and they stink. They smell terrible all the time. Doesn't matter how much you clean those cages. It has a scent, and I don't like it. When I clean my Marimo mothballs, that's what it reminds me of, and I hate it. I think it's the smell of algae. There you go. He'd be a great lawyer, I'll tell you that much. Or we'll argue with you until you'd rather be dead than continue the conversation. Hello. Oh, lots of familiar faces from Instagram. I love this. I fill a 5-gallon bucket with filtered water from the fridge, leave it overnight. That's a good idea. When I do fertilizing, I usually will use a 5-gallon bucket and I'll just make it all at the same time. But then like it's hard to get, and I have to like dunk a fucking glass in there, and it's just, oh God, it's a pain in the ass. And you know what my problem is that I like terracotta. This would not be an issue at all if everything in my house wasn't in, like, well, that's a bad example because those aren't all in terracotta, but for the most part, most of my house is terracotta, so it dries out so fast. Michael, that's easy to remember. Instagram tells me people's names now, which at first I was like, I hate this because I don't know people's names, so now I don't know who everybody is, but now I know everybody's names. It's just like way more handy, so I don't have to call people by their screen names, even though I'm bad with. Does anybody else do that thing where you completely know somebody's name, but you will convince yourself that you maybe you don't know it and you're going to say the wrong thing and then sound really stupid, but you actually know their name the whole time? I do that so much. So I kind of appreciate having people's first names on my DMs. Oh, nice. I kind of want one of those Berkey water filters for like my drinking water, but we have a small boy or tall boy, not small boy, by Hydrologic. So it's ugly and it hangs on my wall, but my kitchen, everything in the apartment was pretty ugly. So that's why I have to cover everything with plants. So I'm super bad with names, but after I've heard them like 3 times is the charm. If you get it in my head 3 times, then I will remember people's names. Yeah, it's just the terracotta is so damn pretty. It's so damn pretty. I know I need to use more slow release fertilizer. I don't know why I was like so opposed to that at first. Well, there are a lot of Pams in the plant community, so it's entirely possible that you might tag the wrong one. Oh, we have another birthday twin. Yay, happy birthday to the fizzy brunette, whose first name I don't know. It's also Marina's birthday, millennial planter. She is a birthday twin. Not those kind of tall boys. It's not that kind of birthday party. Yeah, I have to use a filter for everything because my water is it's disgusting. I don't even like to give it to animals. Like they get filtered. Thank you. Woo woo. Look at all the birthdays. Remember what was the other Pam's birthday? I know, and she had people in on her live, and I wanted to do that, but I don't actually know how. Oh, invite. I see a button right there. What happens when I click it? Oh. Ooh, fun. Okay. Okay, so if anybody wants to party on my live with me, let me know. Yes, text and email. I can send a link. There should be a Pam's Day. There should. Hey, Rachel. Thank you. Oh, the gray terracotta is so pretty, and I have never seen it anywhere that I could buy it. Yeah, my city also sent out it was like a weirdly vague notice. It was like the water's, it's like there's some lead in there. It's an acceptable amount of lead. There's some lead in there, and I was like, what? It was elevated, I think was the word that they used. I was like, I'm sorry. No fucking way. Yeah, Aaron, you want to come up on in here? Let's see, how do I? What messenger? Oh, Facebook? Ew. No, we don't do that. We don't do the Facebook Messenger. Let me see. So, thank you to everybody that watched that long ass video that I put out the other day. I was pretty sure that the retention would be terrible, and it actually wasn't. But that took so long to edit that I probably won't do them that long willingly again. It was actually cut down from like an hour. Like the first time I passed through and edited it, it was an hour. And then I had to like walk it back a good 20 minutes because holy shite, can I talk? Okay, so I'm going to set myself. Aaron, I'm going to send you the link on Instagram. But I don't know how to do that from here, so I have to email it to myself first. Oh, fancy. I steal my son's webcam for these because it's way nicer than my phone. Patina. Thank you, Dawn. There's a lot of Gemini plant people. We noticed that in a live before. Thank you. Thank you for all the happy birthdays. Thank you, Ace Cadet. I will, Pam. Okay. Oh, thank you, Soiled Plant. Yeah, Kaylee mentioned me on her stories, and then I woke up with 100 more subscribers. So that's what we call the Kaylee Ellen effect, where she just goes like boop and just sends like 100 comrades your way. It's pretty sweet. Nice of her to do. Thank you, Casey. Oh, you guys are doing a Zoom birthday? That's so cute. Okay, all right. So I'm going to send people links. I'm just making sure I don't miss anything. Thank you, Goblin Princess. Oh, Travis, I should have known you were a Gemini. Yes, we'll be matchy-matchy. Okay, let me send you. I got a new phone too. I just have to like edit the videos on here because like look at my phone. You guys never actually get to see my phone because I film on it, but it's very broken. So, that's what we've been dealing with for some time now because I drop my phones all the time and break them like an asshole. Okay. That's Aaron. Pam. Oop. All right. Did it. A hippie of the new age. I love that. Thank you, CJ. Another gem. See? Told ya. Thank you, Riley. Yes. Yeah, the Kaylee effect is pretty sweet. Somebody else left me a comment, Travis, too, that said, like, oh, thank you for introducing me to him. He's amazing. And they like your intro. And I meant to send it to you earlier because I like to spread good gossip. I didn't know if you saw it. It was in my, I think on my, when I shared your video on the comments. I love when that happens, though. I love when you can share somebody's stuff and then people are like, oh, like this is a person I totally like and enjoy. And that makes me very happy. I love introducing people to each other, too. It's like my jam.
Need a coffee?
I would take some coffee to have with my booze. Yeah. Thank you. A little both. Oh, no worries, Elle. Thank you. Yeah, I tried to get on a little bit early just in case time zones and everything. Kaylee doesn't know you exist. Kaylee's very cool. I'm glad that she's doing her thing on her channel now and just kind of like being her because for a while it was like knowing a secret Kaylee. And like, Kaylee's a badass and you guys don't even know. Oh, there's Aaron.
Yo!
Oh my God, hello. I'm not going to be able to hear you though.
Do you like my my screen name?
Because I can't hear you. One second. Okay, you talk to people because.
Oh.
I have to hear you.
Where is the chat? Oh God.
We'll just take things over. What's up? I can't hear you, but it's our shit now.
Why am I being muted by the world?
Yeah, you can use the headphones. No problem. Look at that. This light making my hair look extra greasy.
I know.
Look at that. It brings out the imperfections. Real bad.
I found like 7 grey hairs in me. So it's the beginning of the end.
Okay. Let's see. Now I should be able to hear you.
That's fun. You can have other people.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I should have Pam popping in at some point too.
Awesome.
Okay. Shut that. See. Can I hear you yet?
Can you hear me yet?
I can hear you. Yay. Okay. Can everybody in the chat hear both of us?
Good, because I can't see the chat.
There's a button. Where is it? Comments on your right. You see there's something that says comments?
Live comments. Fabulous.
Yay.
Okay.
Look, we match.
Oh, yes we do. Yes we do. Can we just give props to Pam for making sure to include all the plus sizes, all of them,
Yes.
for every body type there is out there.
Yes. We all petting. We all leave petting.
Oh, in a bloody heartbeat. Though I have heard it can cause a bacterial bloom on them.
I don't pet my begonias. I will say that.
Oh, I mean, I still trepidatiously pet the Milano because it's so soft
How can you not, though? It looks like velvet.
and feels just like velvet.
You know what? If you're going to look like velvet, you're going to get touched. So that is their own evolutionary fault.
I was about to break into song the Black Velvet there with no with no issues.
Start singing to each other again.
Oh,
Act like we haven't already done that.
If someone puts Florence on, that's game over for everyone involved. Game over. That was like, well, Pam sang. I just sort of lip synced because I can't do Florence pitch. She just goes. She goes up. She goes up there.
Otherworldly. She's the otherworldly. I like when she talks about her first album. She's like, that wasn't very much singing so much as screaming.
Did you know that she wrote Kiss with a Fist on the toilet of her school?
I love her. Is there a more perfect human being? I mean, really?
Who goes in school? Who goes to the toilet and is like, oh, this is the best creative space that I could possibly hope for. I'm inspired. Have to write this down now.
It's the best. So good. And then I remember like years later finding out a whole bunch of songs that I thought were hers were like covers that I didn't even know they were covers. And I was like, oh. I just gave you credit for that. It was a lot of those like B-sides from Lungs. What's the one? The one that she does like a cappella. I can't remember the name of it right now. Okay, so
I'm gonna seem like such a fake fan right now, because I only listen to the actual like the songs. I listened to What the Water Gave Me acoustics.
Yes.
And Rabbit Heart acoustics. But I was such like I got into Florence through Kiss with a Fist in school, and that was like that was the only song I knew of hers for like 2 years.
That was like the song that Zoe and her friends liked too. They like clung on to that one. That was like where they went with it.
It was everywhere. It was like overnight. She was just everywhere.
I know, and I've told you about my forsaken decision to not go see them when they played at the freaking House of Blues in Boston, which is like not a very big venue, on Halloween. I didn't know that. I had no idea who they were. It was so long ago. It was like 8-9 years ago, something like. It was like right as Lungs came out. I had no fucking idea who they were. And then so my friend was like, I got these extra tickets. You want to come see this band you've never heard of on Halloween? I was like, hell no, I got plans on Halloween. Like, I'm not going to some random band. Literally 3 weeks later, I like get around to listening to her, and I was like, oh, you fucking idiot. Like, so now I actually have the tour shirt from that tour that I found at a thrift store just as a reminder.
Oh, that's painful. That's a painful thing to do to yourself.
Yeah, I did that. I did that to myself. I bought that shirt and it was like, you will wear this and you will remember your stupid fucking decision. Thank you,
2 points about the House of Blues. Katalina Petrova Zomolochikova performed there back when she was living at Jacques Cabaret.
I've been to Jacques.
Oh, fuck off. No way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No
oh, yeah. That's where all the fun girls have their bachelorette parties.
Portier used to live above it.
Oh, that's so cool. I knew she was from around there.
Oh, she used to live above there in a tiny closet room with a sealed jar of aging piss.
That doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all. Jacques basically is a sealed jar of Asian piss. It's like the Rat was in Boston for like drag queens. It's pretty. It's pretty gross.
She used to get a lot of trade there when she was working certain other avenues of life.
Yeah, it's an interesting area. Interesting area in Boston.
I'm into it. I do hear that it's been like hella gentrified.
Yeah, probably.
Since the days of piss jar Katia.
Yeah, most of Boston they've done, military police. There's a lot of them. They don't like you sitting on benches. You can't I've been told to get off a bench and leave before, and I'm like, what's the fucking bench for? I'm like, I can't. Why can't I sit on it? I didn't look homeless.
They just sit around with little timers, just starting multiples of people, and then when it hits 6 minutes, that's it, game over. I'm going in, guns blazing.
Cody, what are you doing? Yeah, Cody just enters the chat, just like, are we talking about Jacques?
Cody's a baller.
Go throw a tip.
Absolute baller.
Cody's Rachel like the plant gangster. I picture him in a room at the chair and just being like, yes.
Well, you've seen his setup. He's surrounded by greenhouses.
What can I do for you? How can I help you? Except he's a nice gangster. He doesn't threaten you. He just helps you and does nice things.
Yeah, he's like the Black Panthers when they were we are fighting for liberation, but we're also going to institute free school meals for everyone. And and the CIA was like, oh, we can't villainize them for that. That's really, really bloody awkward. Really bloody awkward for us. God damn, we can't further the narrative. Oh.
I need Cody just at some point in his life to get a car, just some muscle car with a fucking just blazing Monstera leaf on the hood. You got to do it, Cody.
I mean, he already. Rachel was telling me that he does full blown orders from Thailand to America, which I know for a fact is a hard game to be in.
I know. I told him that my order was on hold, and he was like, "My orders aren't on hold," and I was like, "Those motherfuckers lied to me." I wanted to email them and be like, "Cody told me that."
Just at the channel, you've been read, you've been exposed.
Excuse me. Our plant royalty can get some shit. You can't mail some shit. I don't believe you. Lying ass.
Just go full Karen. Just show up at the factory with a camera and just be like, I got you. I got you.
Give me my philodendrons. Pammy didn't come in, right? Okay, no.
Where is she? What's she doing?
Just making sure I didn't space out and just leave her hanging. You popped up on the bottom of my screen. This is the first time I've done this. This is so fun.
To clarify, Rachel did give no specifics. She only just mentioned briefly that Cody did find ways of getting plants from Thailand into the US.
Yeah. We ain't giving up the secrets.
We can all interpret that. We can all interpret that as you wish. No issues.
We ain't diming on anybody. Thank you, Sherry.
I ain't no snitch.
Used to have a V8 charger. Oh, that's awesome. See, I just got the vibe. I'm like, Cody needs a muscle car.
Is it bad that my dream car's a Prius?
No, because I would pick a Prius. I saw somebody say that they have this mug too. This is my grandmother's mug. This is the only one left out of the whole set of dishes. This is the only one. I had two. My stupid fucking ex-boyfriend broke the other one. I still hate him for it. So no one's actually allowed to touch this mug in my house because I'm afraid that they'll break it and I'll have to hate them too.
Keep it under lock and key. Under lock and key.
I have very few things of my grandmother's, so I'm like, don't touch it.
How are the Florida plants doing?
They're doing okay. I have, let's see, the Kalanchoe was looking a little sad for a while. And I had to cut the little flowers off, but it's like starting to come together here. It's still looking a little
leggy and cute. I like them when they start getting quite leggy.
It looks like a little pot of like flowers that a child drew.
Have you gotten over your fear of the spiraling hole in the Bromeliad yet?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I still look in it like I'm like looking in something that might spray me. I'm just like I put my hand in there.
My Quisnalia gave birth again this week. Surprisingly, it took like 8 months for her to do anything else. Like, I will show you. Actually, there, right behind you.
Yes, show me. Oh, I see Pam.
Way
says her device is not connected, but I see her. Oh, there you are. Hey,
welcome,
thank you. How's it? Oh, look at we're all spinning.
Oh, this is the team. Welcome to the team. These are all different iterations as well.
Yes, all
they
different
are.
vibes. I had to cut the hood off of this one because they sent me a sample that was like messed up, and I'm like, why would you send me a messed up one? Like it's mine. Like
they're also all in front of grow lights.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's a horrible grow light.
Listen, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit
Sam's
up.
got the stripper lights.
Oh, I've
Gotta do
got
something once in a while.
I've got the police Roxanne lights as well, but they get bleached out by the hench one. But check this shit out. Check this out. This baby, whoa. There we go. She appeared like a year ago when I first got the plant. So I was like, because the bromeliads will make more if you just snip off those babies. Now, Mum decided. Mum decided to drop a few more leaves, and she's now only 2 actual leaves. But she's made 2 more babies. 2.
So wait, if you take I've always wondered this. I thought that once it starts having babies, that the plant dies off.
Oh, it is dying. It is dying.
Okay.
It's checking out slowly, but luckily,
Same.
it reproduces. It tries to flower. I was really angry actually, because the place I bought it from was like, oh, it hasn't flowered yet. You're gonna see the Quisnalia bloom, which is this huge like pillar of purple flowers that just erupts out. That was so phallic. That just erupts. That just erupts out of it. And then I got it, and like 2 weeks later, it started making a baby, and I was like, you absolute bastards. Bastards. How dare you? How can you do this to me? Oh, Pammy. Oh,
we blew her away.
Oh God, Quisnalia strikes again.
Thank you. Adam's here. Hello, Adam.
Hello, Adam.
How are ya? Oh, Pammy's back.
Pammy, okay?
Hey, there she is.
Different angle. But I am sorry that I'm sweating. It's very, very hot in Manchester right now.
We're having a weird cool weather. It's not cold, but it feels cold.
Cannot relate, unfortunately. We have the weirdest weather of the past 3 days. It's been thunderstorms, 30 degrees Celsius heat waves, surrounded by heavy rain for minutes at a time, and then nothing else. So it's just doing enough to keep it really warm and muggy. So
Yuck. Plants are loving it then.
oh, they are having the best time. I suppose this probably came from that. So
That's probably it. Yep.
Oh, 92, Cody. Blah. Hot.
oh.
Yes, Adam's stickers are adorable. I need to get one. I have almost everybody's stickers so far. I need to get one of
Adam's
Nicole's too.
stickers are awesome.
They're so
Awesome.
cute. I love the Pride ones.
He hand packs each one.
Yeah,
course he
and he
does.
writes a nice little note and everything.
He's a fucking
Love
angel.
Adam.
Of course he does. We love him. We love you, Adam.
Did you guys see Becca's sticker of Leo?
I have one.
I have one of those too. That's really cute.
Don't.
I finally got mine today for my own.
Oh, did you?
I'm so.
I got mine last week.
I didn't realize they were the sizes they are. I'm like, that's actually kind of cool. Okay.
I mean, I would take Leo as well. Just
Leo, yeah.
Hey, Marina. Everybody say happy birthday to Marina.
Happy birthday, Marina.
Happy birthday. Can I
My
do
birthday,
this
buddy.
without, can I do this, look at the chat without getting myself out of here? Or no?
I think so. Did you hit comments? There's like on over here.
There's a chat thing that I could push. Now my camera's not there. Am I still on?
You're still on.
Ah.
Okay.
Because I see private chat and comments, and I had to go to comments.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
So we all bumble through the technology.
It's cool technology, though.
Becca's stickers won't work for you, Michael?
Blasphemy.
I
Hey,
can.
Pam, did you see that D. Niman hit 100?
I saw his live the other night, and I
Did-
tried to
did-
pop in. It wouldn't load for me. Did he actually
Oh.
hit it?
He hit it, and it was funny because I was on his live because I'm like, this is gonna be kind of a cool thing, you know. And so I asked him a question because I was having the lovely, not that subscribers, you know, the up and down type of thing happens. It's called life, you know. But you know, I wanted to ask him a couple questions about that, so I asked him. I super chatted with it, and as soon as I super chatted it, right after he was done, he hit 100. So it was pretty cool. It was like right. I'd say probably about 15 minutes in. So
That's awesome.
and then Nick
Good for
got on there and everything.
Good for him. We love D.
Yeah. Yep, you're awesome.
I haven't been watching their things because they keep having like 96 people on, and like usually there's a couple of them I don't like, and I don't want to hear from those people.
I want those two to be back in the same room again.
Yeah, I like their banter and like them two
Yep.
together. Plus, like, I can only take so many gamers just being like, how do I grow my channel? It's like, do something other than gaming.
Aaron, do you ever watch any of them?
I have no idea what era you're talking
Oh.
about.
Pam, you need to work on that one. Pam actually showed me who they are, and they just help YouTubers give, how would you say it, Pam?
Like, they help you grow your channel. It's just like how to YouTube and not suck at it, basically. Thank you, Adam.
I mean, I usually go to Pam for that most of the time. I just burn
Adam.
You might as well, because I've watched I already did it. Like, if I have to learn how to do something, it is 6 months of I don't do anything else except for learn how to do that thing in tunnel vision, and I annoy everyone around me, and but then I know how to do everything, and then I don't have to watch it anymore. So now I don't watch those things very much anymore because I already know what they're gonna say.
I've just seen Adam's message.
I know.
Oh, Adam.
He's very,
Let
very
me know
sweet.
if you want to jump in here, there, buddy.
Yeah, get on
2
in
days,
there,
to
Adam.
Pam. Just saying. Just saying.
Marina, if
Pam
you're
needs
able
that,
to
Pam
get
needs
on,
that
let
thing
me
off
know.
the back of her shift, the back of that shelf that you've got over there too, Adam.
Aaron's in a Pam witch. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
My
That's
dream.
perfect.
This
Thank you,
is nothing but my dreams.
A Pam witch.
Oh, Casey, killing me.
Oh,
Killing
that's
me.
so funny. Casey's been showing right wing as the dope all week. I'm like, what's this? So over here on the other end of the phone going, yeah, you fucking tell him, Tracy.
We're very, very pleased with the plant community's response and solidarity that's been put forward.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much as the Pam Witch, but
It's the Pam Witch.
I know, I feel like I
even
should
more,
go
even more.
The Pam Witch. I love that.
This is fun.
So, what you got going on tonight, Pam?
You're looking at it. It's probably, well, I might plant some seeds. You go wild, throw some seeds in a tray.
Do you need more seedlings there, Pam? Do you need more seedlings there, Pam? Did we not just get rid of the tomato plants, Pam? Did we not just get rid of the 15 grow lights that were on all at once, Pam? Do you need more seedlings? Do you need more seedlings, Pam? Do you need more?
Have you been talking to my boyfriend?
Hey, Aaron, I think she needs some more seedlings.
Might need a few more seedlings. Might need a few more. I mean,
she's got too much room in that house now. She needs to.
Oh yeah, no, there's too much air. There's so much floor room. The bunnies now have too much room to jump around, and they need far more seedlings. Jack is in need of more plants to steal and run around with.
Yeah. That's
you can always put some in Aiden's room too. You know.
I've tried that. He's not okay with that. he's like, no, I don't think so. I had one in there for a while that I really convinced him. I'm like, no, it likes you. It's growing because of you. But unfortunately, it was a Philly pig and it got fucking spider bites again, so I just threw it outside. It's kind of trying to convince myself as well. I'm just like, no, it's gonna be fine in here. And then I just didn't look at it ever because it made me sad.
Have you tried tricking him with some more carnivorous plants?
No, I should. He does come check on the fly trap though. He likes
because they're cool. They're really cool plants, you know.
Yeah.
What was it that guy said in the On the Ledge podcast? He was like, the reason that fly traps became the fundamental of plant industry throughout the 70s onwards was that people were just like, look, kids, it moves. And apparently, that's just all it took for one little plant from one little tiny bog in the Carolinas. Am I saying it right?
Carolinas.
Yep.
Why would I swap those around as fast as I could?
Carolinas.
I know that is called a spoonerism, but I know that I can't say Carolina.
Okay.
You know, I've always wanted to try one of those Venus flytraps, but
you should.
But yeah, I'd kill it.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the secret. Everyone kills them every single year, and they come back.
They go dormant.
They come.
Yeah. That's why I haven't pulled my sundews out either.
I can't stand that thing.
I've killed 25 years fly traps and throwing them away.
I had no idea about that.
It's like the orchids. Like what people do with orchids. I'm like, oh well,
flowers
are gone, just throw it away.
What'd you learn today? Oh, I learned that Venus flytraps go dormant. That's cool. I did not know that.
Give them 41 days of cold and they'll come right back.
Yeah, people put them in their fridge.
I put them in my fridge.
Really?
Hi, young people.
See, I have one of those. I just can't get into the pitcher plant. I don't know why. I just can't get into the pitcher plant.
Dude, the pitchers look like Ball skin? Oh, it's weird.
Hold on. I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with the slander.
No, I'm just saying.
No.
Wait.
This Pam we're
Do you
just
want
into
to
a
get rid of this
slanderous
sandwich thing?
environment.
Because I could leave.
This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable content. We have got, in this world, we have got the Sarracenias, your native pitcher plants. We've got the Nepenthes, those beautiful climbing crazy monkey jugs. We've even got
You're killing him.
Brazilian
How about
crisp
spider plants?
pitchers.
Should we change the subject to spider plants? I'm just kidding.
I'm livid.
I love you, Aaron.
I am livid right now.
I love you, Aaron. I'm just kidding.
Aaron's gonna flip the table over.
This is giving me flashbacks of when Adam, Becca, and Nicole simultaneously slammed Bromeliads all at once in their life.
Oh, no. See, I might be able to keep it alive if I did that.
Look at that! Look at the moss going
Aaron,
crazy.
you know what? Just
I
for
forgot
you,
to trim it.
Aaron, just for you, I'm gonna get a Venus flytrap.
Yes.
Okay? Just for you.
Did you know that the only living relative to the Venus flytrap, the Dionea masculipula, is a aquatic pinwheel carnivorous plant that has like flytraps on a pinwheel, and it just like snaps up small aquatic crustaceans. It's crazy. The only living relative.
Wow.
Pam, you did a good job with ye old less than watertight terrarium.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I think
cool.
the sundews are gone, but the pitcher is doing great. The sundews did not come back though.
Oh, they might do.
I just touched them and they crunched. I think they might be gone. But you were right. There were still springtails in there.
Yes, and they're probably doing you the favor of eating any mold that the dying sundews might be producing.
I think they were just like, they were too clumped together, and when I pulled them apart, like I could feel their life leaving them. I was like, like these are not gonna make it.
I don't mean to flex on you, but I can't relate with my little groups of just tiny, adorable pygmy sundews.
Oh,
they're all in flower. All of them are in flower. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Oh, there we go.
I'm so blind. I had to watch you on my TV to see. So in case you have to look it over.
They are all in flower, and they are all they're so tiny. I put a little biophytum sensitivum in there because I wanted the Jurassic tree, like over the carnivorous monsters. Maybe the secret is pygmy sundews for everyone.
I mean, I want some.
They're piss easy. They arrived. I ordered them from Poland. They were in the post for over a week and a half, wrapped in just like baggies of like pure peat moss. They looked like little turds when I unwrapped them. They were like compressed and like just little turds. And I just sort of slotted the turds into a little pot, and they just came back straight away. Just came back.
I was hoping that they would, but I think that because they died back, I didn't water them enough. So now I think they're just crunchy.
Rachel,
I'm putting Aaron's channel in the chat because somebody asked. That's Aaron's channel. I don't know if that's going to work. If you look, it's Aaron_Deathly. ARAN.
Yeah, ignore my current stage name. Though true, not the tag I tend to go by. Also, you will notice that it's been a good while since I put some content out, and I'm very sorry about.
Whoa!
Oh my God! Hi, Penelope. I haven't seen
that. Just means he needs to put content out. See?
Literally, my phone reacted before I could.
There we go. Got old school people up in here.
This is okay.
Aaron asked a question for you, Aaron. I'm sorry. Adam asked a question for you, Aaron. Too many names. It's on the screen.
If I plant a jewel friend, you should. Right. If you are ever questioning, should I put springtails in a terrarium? The answer is always categorically yes.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question for all of the people that may or may not know. What is a springtail?
A springtail is.
I'm just gonna leave. Okay.
A springtail is a microscopic true insect that primarily feeds on detritus material, molds, and fungal spores. It does
Sam, don't go.
a surgically precision job of locating mold in an enclosed humid space and eradicating it. They are
Where do you get them?
beyond incredible. If you want to go to the next level up, we can talk isopods, because again,
Now I know those are.
if people are thinking, should I get some isopods in my terrarium? The answer is yes. You should. You should get them. They will be
Where do
your
you get them?
macro. I've got. Oh, Pammy. Oh, Pammy. Oh, Pammy. I got me 5 different species and 4 different cultivars.
Oh,
I
I didn't know there was so much.
I'm an isopod stan. I love isopods. I'm just gonna dab my sweat. 2 secs.
Bye, Cody. I miss Cody.
Well, Rachel peaced out as well. Bye, Rachel.
Oh, I miss
Bye,
Rachel.
Rachel.
Bye, Rachel.
I don't
Sorry,
have
I got distracted by springtails and dabbing my own sweat.
Oh yes, I miss.
Tammy's Jungle said springtails are great for terrariums.
They're
They
so
are.
cute too. They like jump. They're like bing, like little. They're really cute. Oh, thank you, Alicia. It's been pretty good. Thanks, Penelope. It was nice to see you. Oh, you got the ducks and chickens.
Oh, someone just mentioned rubber ducky isopods.
Oh,
And-
yeah. You and Lee need to be friends. So we'll do that. You know the thing that I told you I like to do? You and Lee should be friends.
It worked with me and Emily. Me and Emily are like fucking.
Yeah.
Pam, are you the Cupid of setups or what here?
Pam
You know what? When I hook people up, doesn't go well. I don't ever want that responsibility.
No,
ever.
but on here I'm talking about.
But friends, so good at that. I'm so good at that. I'm like, you know what? You love this dorky thing. This person is a dork just like you, and you guys will be dork friends forever. I love it. It's my favorite.
Me and Emily haven't got plans to wed just yet. Just yet. Her husband might have a problem with that. Slightly. A little bit. Maybe a little bit. Who knows? On the subject of rubber ducky isopods, should we? Maybe. Because they are a fantastic example of flora and fauna poaching.
Oh.
Elaborate.
Incredibly expensive animals. Some running, I think the last time I saw them for sale in the UK, a group of 5 was like £90 to £100. And,
for bugs?
Wow.
Yes, for a very, very specific bug. Right. So marine
Now, did you see both Pam's eyes popped out at the same time? We both did at the same time.
like no.
So marine aquarium people have their corals, which are insanely expensive. Bird people have like macaws and parrots, which are insanely expensive. Dog people have those really mutilated breeds that are really insanely expensive. Bug people currently have isopods. There are just like there's this this demand for rarer, weirder, bigger, more colourful, crazier isopods. And there has been a huge influx of people just like, Lee sold them for 40. How many was that for, Lee?
You're going to get Aaron very excited.
Well, I can't order them anyway. I can't order them anyway because no export from the US when it comes to invertebrates, unfortunately. Right, there you go. $40 per bug.
My God. For a bug.
No.
For one.
He's a
And
bug.
do you know what's really fucked up?
Paying that
I
much
would-
for a bug?
I would pay that. I would go out and do that if I had the resources. I would do that. I would buy them.
I know you would.
But under the condition that I knew they were captive bred,
Yeah.
because folks do be poaching from the wild, sending boxes of 1,000 where half of them die because they're not gone through any kind of procedure.
A bunch of dead rubber duckies makes me so sad.
Yeah, and the rest will be riddled with parasites, which you'll have to then treat, and then who knows the longevity of the actual mortality rate. So remember, folks, if anyone here, if probably not very many, are going to buy isopods, just remember to...
I know who to talk to if I'm looking into those. Holy crap!
Oh,
I didn't know there was so much about it.
Novice. I am a novice in isopods, an absolute novice. I have only got a couple species. I just lust after the rare and expensive ones.
This comment is great.
Which one? I've looked about. And what the fuck? I thought isopods were like a potting thing. I like.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Oh, I'm not the only one.
Dead
Well,
ladybugs.
yeah, you're gonna get the deep sea isopods that are gigantic and terrifying.
Yes. Oh yes. Old. Entertain the people.
Oh God, the pressure! Oh, Hammy, you gonna get some isopods? You gonna get some isopods? You gonna do it?
Oh, I don't know. I got to learn about them more. I wonder where I could learn about them.
Not for me. Not for me. Don't do it for me. I'm not. Again, I cannot stress. I physically cannot stress enough that I am not an expert in any way, shape, or form on isopods.
More of an expert than we are.
I am just a novice observer who lusts after the next big thing. In this case, rubber ducky isopods.
Rubber ducky isopod. I'm gonna have to Google that.
They're
No,
really
Google it.
cute. They're
It's-
really cute.
Here, I bet you I can even put one on the screen. Let's see how fancy this is.
I will show you a cheap isopod right now that you can go out and buy a group of 10 of for probably $5.
I had no idea.
I don't know how I'm gonna show you.
Whoops.
Where be they?
I tried to bring up a picture of one and I ended up on a Serpa design video.
Oh, Tanner knows what's up. He's got the duckies. He's got them.
Yes, he does. I just fucking saw the video. Oh, that's so
Are you
cute.
able to bring things up on the screen, Pam?
Yes, I think I can do that. I'm trying to get a big picture. Here we go. Let's see.
This is the best
Oh wow!
Starter species you can work with. This is Armadillidium vulgare.
Vulgar.
These are the particular genus that roll into a full little ball when you scare them. A little tiny ball, just a little ball.
Wow, that's crazy.
When they feel scared or threatened, just little tiny ball, Here we go. There they are.
Can you see it?
That,
Okay.
You're gonna have to teach me that later on.
I hit the share screen.
I can see it.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Look at them.
It's so cute. It's adorable.
If they weren't so bloody hard to breed and look after.
That's adorable.
That's a weird name. Isopoda. They went for the actual family name, not even a genus. They went like
That's the rubber ducky one, huh? Rubber ducky.
that's the equivalent of seeing someone and then being like, oh, their name is like Mike, and then you being like, oh, hello, Homo sapien. Not even that. More like hello, hominid. Genital hominid. Hello, primate. That's so many degrees away from the actual name that it's just like,
They probably Googled something and were like, all right, good enough. I know. Poor Adam. We'll have to keep the snakes off the screen.
there's no snakes. There's no snakes. The moment I saw his name, I know the drill. Look, there's no snakes here. We're in a safe space.
It's a snake-free zone. Oh god.
I can't guarantee that, but I can guarantee. There are none here at this very second, in the realm of the camera.
Right,
yes,
Oh.
roly polies. That's what I call them as a kid as well.
that's what we call them. That and basketball bugs. Which
That one's new to me.
a lot of words.
We have wood lice, and then we had roly polies.
Roly polies.
Aaron is always like this. If you mention any of this shit, he like activates like one of those little boxes that you crank and it's like, bam, okay, guys, guess what?
This is the only way I can systemically move through life.
You can wake him out of a straight depression by being like, hey buddy, what's this bug? And he'll be like, oh, hold on. I'll find out.
Hey, Aaron, what time is it there?
It is 1:07 a.m.
Oh, I tried to be a little early so that you wouldn't have to stay up all night.
And it is 62 degrees humidity in my bedroom. 62.
I'm proud of you. Way to go.
I am not okay. I am very warm.
Oh, we are at a week 39 out here,
Ooh.
which is weird because it's moist outside. I don't know what's happening.
You're getting crispy.
I have to put my humidifier on.
Yeah,
I'm at
I've got
51 here.
I've got my fogger on. Maybe I'll just turn that off in a bit. It's probably making the room significantly worse.
It's usually so muggy in the warm season here that I don't usually need to use it. But yes, Alicia, this would be my bug guy. If anybody asks me anything about bugs and I'm like, hold on, let me ask my bug guy, it's Aaron.
It's Aaron.
I can also hook you up with some
plant IDs. I'm like, hold on, I'll find out for you 1 second. And I'm like, Aaron, help me. Like, I don't.
Well, the thing is, if I don't know what it is, I will dedicate the next year of my life. Just I will endlessly dedicate my life to this until I find out what it is. I've got a thirst. I need to know. I remember that. I think was it Pam? Was you something that it was like a zigzag bush?
Yes.
Oh,
my aunt had one. Didn't know what it was.
That ruined my life for a while.
You're like, we're gonna find out.
Literally. Do you want to know just how many succulent bushes that grow in zigzag formation there are? Because there are a couple thousand, if you weren't aware, a couple thousand of them do that. And narrowing down availability and commonality with usual generic greenhouses was a really fun But when I got that ID, when I got that sweet opium-esque hit from the ID, all worth it. All worth it.
You know what was funny too is that later my cousin comes on and she goes, "Oh, it's a devil's backbone," and then she didn't realize that we had already figured it out, and she was very proud of herself. And then went back and she's like, "I should have known you would have got it." And now I see them every 5 minutes. I see them constantly. Every website I'm on, it's like zigzag plant, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, we'll just be all up in my zeitgeist now." I don't need to know that. Yeah, everybody put your humidity rating. I want to everybody go read your, what are those called? What's a humidity meter called?
Hydrometer.
Hydrometer.
Thank you. I just did that.
Mine's at 50. Mine's at 59.
Would you say hygrometer over there?
No, hydrometer.
Good.
Hydrometer.
Because it is a G, but we say hydrometer as well.
It's a G? For what?
Yeah, it's a G.
What's
Hygro.
Hygro.
But But I've since I was a kid, like even in like science class, everyone always said hydrometer. So
Ah.
green tape's on 44.
Okay, we got a 44.
64, 56.
Travis.
Wow.
Travis is looking at a comfy 56%. Lee's at a 45. That's my usual. Like my usual, if I don't do anything, is a 45, which my plants tolerate. They don't love it, but they tolerate it. Got Tammy at 60. Oh yeah, look at that. Got everybody.
Green tape is 44.
Have I been lied to my entire life? I can guarantee you have, but on what? We would have to suss that out.
Aaron disappear.
Oh, did we lose him? Oh, there he is.
It was an accident.
No more sandwich.
No longer in the sandwich. No longer in the sandwich.
No.
I try and put you back in it.
No.
I know how we can make that happen.
Okay, I'm just
Come back.
See, what the biggest issue with this current display is? The leave button and the chat button are not only very small, but right next to one another. So
Yep.
you go in for a chat and you come out of the whole bloody thing all at once.
Oh, what a shady queen.
Not as shady as these people who have like 83% humidity. Oh my god.
78%. That's like the inside of a dog's mouth.
Oh my god. I heard that exact saying on
That's a thing. That's a thing. I didn't
on Worst Year Ever. I listened to the Worst Year Ever pod, and she was like, "Yeah, California is like 70% humidity right now. It's like being inside a mouth." It's like, oh, what a okay.
Yes. You take that. Tolerate it.
Back in the sandwich.
He's not complaining.
Do you want to see something pretty?
I already do.
Oh, that's cute. This is cuter. Look at the pink on the baby princess.
Oh, it's so cute.
Lots of pink.
Yeah, I took it from my big gal. She's old and her leaves are weird. So I take my little security
Oh,
cuttings.
very cute.
Look at that leaf. It's like nearly totally pink.
That is
Bar
so
like one tiny little segment. That's all it's got. That's all it's got.
That is adorable. That makes me want one, and I don't usually like them. But maybe it's because they get weird when they're like older. I don't know. They get a little
funny.
I have some
You should
feelings
get one.
about that though.
You should get one.
For my birthday, one of my subscribers got me a burgundy princess. And
Reverted.
yeah, but it's giving me like all pink, not all pink leaves. Like I have a half moon leaf on it, and
That's not reverted.
it's coming back.
Yeah, if you chop that crap back, don't forget. Do you know how in like monsteras, the variegation being inside of the stem, and it's really easy to see? It's really bloody difficult to see where the variegation stops in the stem on these, because it's all bloody red. It's just all red and brown. So that reverted one probably was just absolutely fine, and they were like, "Oh no, there it goes, off it goes, woo!" And they just chopped it off straight away.
It's doing great anyway, so I'm loving it.
That's a success story. That's a success story.
Oh, thank you, Marianne.
When they hit that mature stage, they just go proper cyberpunk black and pink, and it's just.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd want one, and I never was actually like looking into one for myself, and then automatically I got one, and I couldn't say no, as a gift. And I'll tell you, it was beautiful. It took my breath away. So Pam, you need one.
Yeah.
You need one.
Well, that's what happens is sometimes like I'll see the trendy plant and I'm just kind of like, meh, and then I'll see it in person. And I'm like,
That's how I was. I'm like, I don't need this. I just don't.
I would be the exact opposite. this was the first rare plant I ever got. Like 4 years ago, they weren't around. They were still really expensive, but they just weren't around. And I saw this like random girl on Instagram who had this like beautiful one just in her living room in like a pearly white pot with these insane pink leaves. And I was like, fuck off, that's photoshopped. Fuck off. I was just like, bollocks, it's not real. It's not real. and then it was real. It was real, and I was like, plants can do that? They can just be pink?
That's awesome.
And that's...
Brie, that's amazing. I always wondered if like people got lucky with those, with the reverted plants when they buy them.
The one I was given came from Gabriella plants. So
is it not how's it Rachel says it, how it's supposed to be said? Is it Gabrielle's?
Gabriella.
Is it Gabriella?
I thought it was Gabriella. Oh fuck! Now I don't know.
Race. I'm in the UK.
I don't know anymore now. Now I'm not sure. I think it's Gabrielle.
I arrived. I stir some shit.
I did the thing where I thought I knew, and now I don't think I know anymore.
I thought it was. I thought it was Gabrielle.
Somebody help us out. One of you know.
Someone put out the phonetics.
Let's go, community folks.
Because I thought it was Gabriella plants.
Yeah, Adam, your Birkin makes me want a Birkin.
Yeah, speaking of Birkins,
I got a baby Birkin.
Have folks been seeing the kind of I don't know if this is legit. These are just concerns that I've seen from folks who are growing them in Sweden, but they've been reverting back to green imperial philodendrons with no pinstripes.
Really? Do you think everybody's just going to do it all at once? How fucked up would that be? Just like, what the fuck is happening?
Pink Congo, just saying. This would not be the...
What country is that?
Yeah, what currency is that? That's awesome. For a second there, I thought it was like $200 and I was like...
Pam, did you see that?
I would give that back to somebody. I'd be like, you need to take that back. You need to take that back. I would feel terrible.
Yeah, Adam, they put out all white leaves. Okay, are we all going to be dealing with a pink Congo round 2, and it's just going to be like mass reverting?
Norway. I want to go to Norway. It looks beautiful.
Ooh. Very beautiful cold forests in Norway.
Yeah, like black metal, like aesthetic, all the way. I want to go. Most of the Scandinavian countries, that whole zone just seems very like mystical to me.
Oh,
because I live in like an old can, you know.
I was seeing a boy from Finland at one point. Proper Aryan looking motherfucker. He was tall, blonde, blue-eyed, and I was just like, am I doing a disservice to the world? Like,
should I not be fostering this?
Because he was like, wow.
I remember Finland was musically talented too.
He was lovely boy, very tall, very, very lovely. And he would say, what was the thing he said? He was like, there was a saying in Finland that was like, the sky is like the river, but I don't know how he said it properly. And apparently it was like a saying that goes around. I'm just throwing some really random shit into this conversation.
I don't think there's an A at the end of Gabriel. Gabriel's plan.
Gabriel.
I think it's Gabriella. I think, isn't it? Oh, okay, we're gonna look it up. Gabriella.
Where's Rachel when we need her more than ever?
It's Gabriella plants. I don't think it's Gabriella. I think it's Gabriella plants. I'm almost positive.
What is it that Kitty always fucks up when saying it? Is it Gabriella's plants?
I thought it was Rachel that was having problems saying it.
I think she was saying it wrong because I remember her correcting herself on her video. Like, I remember laughing because she kept doing it.
Again, I have no horseness race.
Gabriella.
I'm just selling shit. Just here to spill some tea.
It's a good thing they don't know who I am. They'll be like, "What the fuck, man?" Like, I spend so much money there, I can't fucking say their name. Yeah, I think it is too, Gabriella.
With your new excuse to go to Logi's, are you going to look at the Milanos there again?
I might. I got all this like glass I could put things in to like keep it safe from infecting my other plants now. Like, see, I have this new Hoya, and it also came with mealybugs because apparently that's just what happens when you get fucking Hoyas. Because I think every one that I've ever bought has come with fucking mealybugs, with the exception of the ones
From
that
where?
people have given
All
me.
from the same spot?
No, nope. That one was from Gardino's, and then the one before that was from Peppers, and then the one before that was from Logi's. Logi's has a lot of fucking mealybugs. I love Logi's so much, but they have a lot of fucking mealybugs. Or at least at the time of year when I tend to go, which is in fall, definitely there was quite a few. They handle it because tell them and stuff.
Back when you were having the breakup with Josh's frogs, and you went to, I had to say it. Yeah.
Airing out all the dirty laundry, slamming all the nurseries all at once, just in a row. We went down the line.
Fuck Josh's
name. Fuck your plants for pests. Fuck you, we just went down the line. None of them. I'm fine. I'm in the UK. They're not going to sell to either of you ever again. They're done.
I'm already off everybody's fucking brand list anyway. Everybody's like, yeah, we don't think so. You say too much.
Yeah, I think, like Adam says, we're on a break.
Be fair. Just frog food. They are
good Friends reference. I am white
The
enough
only
to
one
have watched all of
Alex.
Friends.
I have only once ever ordered anything from Josh's Frogs, and it came perfectly. Ironically, so it must be the Pam thing.
If you just get if you get like one plant, like one like a plant, it's gonna come perfect. It might get lost in the mail for God knows how long, but you'll get a plant in good condition for the most part. My error is that they are so cheap that I'm like, ooh, I'll just order fucking 6 plants, and then the 6 plants just beat the shit out of each other in the box because they don't put any fucking padding in there. They're just
Was that the one that they just threw in the box and then it was lost for who knows how long? And then
plants in a box, like every adult puts Tupperware in a fucking cabinet. You know how you just throw that shit in there? That's how they fucking pack plants. They're just like, good luck. It's out of our hands now. And then like I sent them a picture. Look at this fucking snake plant. It looks like shit. Look at
it looks beautiful to me.
That's how it came.
Oh,
it's gonna look like that forever.
They used that as like a spear holder for like 4 other plants. They just speared them into it. I mean, I can't relate.
Would you ever?
Oh, Cody, I'll send it to you.
Who? Would you ever try to order from them again, or are you completely broke
Probably. I probably would. You know why? Because that would be the funniest fucking video ever. Because I guarantee you that it will come a fucking mess. Like they don't even care. They are like Trump, dude. They just like they don't give a shit. They're just like there's no evidence of us doing good. I'm just gonna do this anyway.
That would be funny. That would be a fun video, though.
I will also say on someone else I know who's recently ordered them, Miss Lady, the plant drag queen on Instagram.
There's a plant drag queen on Instagram.
Oh, you better fucking believe there are plant drag queens. She did the collaboration with me and Adam. She was the proper fishy blonde old queen. I have
no fucking idea what you're talking about. How did I miss this? Okay.
Well,
Maybe I didn't and I forgot, but
Let
She
Aaron
has a
school you
bio
right
bag.
now.
Yeah, she's on Instagram. She's on Instagram. She's Miss Lady the Plant Lady.
okay.
She has like a Biorb Air, which folks don't get them, please. They're so overpriced. They're so shit. Don't do it to yourself.
Oh,
What was
that
that, the
collab.
Biorb?
Okay, I thought you meant just the three of you did a collab. I was like, how the fuck did I miss this?
Oh
No,
no!
I got
Oh no!
I got
Pam,
Okay.
Pam. That
Thank you, Adam.
collaboration, which was just
Thank you, Kay.
brought a lot of pain into a lot of people's lives. That collaboration.
Did you say that the Biorb is crap?
Yes, it's absolute and utter shit.
I've heard that from a lot of people.
Don't
Even
hold back.
Kaylee Ellen said on her video that she wasn't super stoked with hers. Like she had
I've heard that, but I
critiques.
wasn't quite sure.
Do you want to know the backstory of the Biorb real quick?
Yes.
Yes.
Because this is a story that's been about a decade in the making, may I add. So, about a decade ago, we've got a big pet store chain called Pets at Home here in the UK. It's like our version of Petco. This is when the big fish renaissance happened, and there was like a rebuttal of fish rights. Like fish bowls smashed, they were done, they were gone to the wind, they evil things. People were sick and tired of seeing goldfish slowly suffocating their own shit in a glass bowl. Biorb saw that and thought, how can we make money from this? And then rushed and came out with the single shittest, all-inclusive aquarium that has ever existed. And they still peddle it. They still peddle it to this day with all its many, 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 many problems. Many problems. So much so that they have specific items that you can buy after the fact to replace the seemingly lifelong-lasting pieces inside.
Wow.
And get this.
And those things aren't cheap.
Oh, they are not. They are not cheap at all. And get this. When they started getting pushback, real big pushback from aquarium hobbyists, from people in the industry saying, look, you're selling shit. You're just selling shit. It doesn't filter properly. It's a death trap for people. It's also a death trap for the fish. Like, this is not a good thing to do. They were like, right, we're a moderately large company. What can we do? How can we make money still? So they put a fucking fogging machine in their aquarium and called it the Biorb Air.
And they charge like $600 for it.
And they will charge you 3 times the price for
That's a video you need to make. You should do this whole investigative fucking expose on the Biorb, dude. That is...
I started my animal plant journey in aquariums. I was an aquarium keeper for 14 years. Let me tell you, Biorbs ain't the fucking one, my friend. Ain't the fucking one. Yes.
Well, then I'll take that one out of my cart that I have on Instagram right now.
How? Yeah, get that shit out. Get that shit
out. Right out of there, Pammy. You don't need that shit.
Let me tell you what you should get instead, Pammy, for that $600.
Oh, I'm not paying that much money for it.
You can get yourself a 7-foot glass vivarium and an industrial fogging machine and grow a fucking rainforest for that price.
I could do that. And then my dog right there could live in it.
Literally. Oh, haven't got a garden? That's okay. Rather than buying a Biorb Air, I bought one for indoors. A whole fucking garden. There it is.
Our house is a fucking Biorb now for the same price.
How's that Biorb Air? How's that doing for you, love?
The Eco Cube. What's that?
Oh.
Yeah, Josh's dog sells vivariums, Adam says.
Do you know what? Do you know what they
Yeah, they email me all the time, and I take it personally every time. It'll be like, "Oh, need something new?" And I'm like, "No, fuck you." The same email to everybody, but I take it personally. Like, "Oh, me? You want to email me now? After all that? No."
Hey, remember when I was talking about the Lady Miss Plant Lady and completely sidetracked onto talk about Biorbs? My main point.
Fantastic. Hey, Reb.
My main point was that Lady Miss Plant Lady, she ordered live dart frogs, plants, bowls, and food from Josh's frogs, they notified her that the live frogs were being sent out. These are not cheap frogs, my friends. These are poison dart frogs. These are very expensive. I think she got Ryan Tomatoes, which for a small group, I don't know if she got a pair or a trio. It's probably like $200, $300. And they notified her that they'd been sent out. They hadn't. She received a water bowl.
A what? That's it?
She received a what?
A water bowl. Just a little water dish.
That's it?
That's it.
I want to make sure I heard you right.
The frogs from Josh's frogs didn't turn up.
That's another breakup. See?
You can't make that shit up.
And you know what? All the time that they spent emailing me back and forth, like, and I had to explain the same situation over and over and over again. And I don't know if the girl was being intentionally obtuse to hope to get rid of me, or if I just, like,
Adam.
I have a fucking bachelor's degree in writing. I know that I can fucking explain things very clearly. Like, so, and then like, so then the owner fucking messages me, and like, then we got to go back and forth with him. And like, I'm like, you guys have spent collectively probably 2 fucking hours talking to me. Maybe just spend 2 minutes packing my fucking plants. Like, I didn't understand.
Me, and then tell me about insurance, right? Wasn't it insurance?
Oh yeah, he was telling me how the insurance isn't a thing, and I'm like, yes it is, yes it is.
He was saying, I wasn't saying that it doesn't exist at all. Like it vaporized from existence. There was no insured packaging with USPS.
He was like, oh, this is
English.
like no. First, it was low weight priority, which isn't a thing, and then he was saying that plants don't count in their like guarantee or whatever, and I was like, yes, they do.
Whatever.
I got my money back from the post office because they were like, yeah, dude, we lost your package. Like, our bad. Like.
Hold on. They'll guarantee you arrival for potentially one of the most delicate animals on the planet, but they won't guarantee arrival for the plants that you put in the tank with them.
Yeah, apparently. And he's like, well, this is just a thing like everyone knows. And I'm like, well, no, it's not. And if that's a thing, shouldn't it say that when you're checking out? Shouldn't it be like, oh, plants don't qualify for USPS's, like, he wanted me to like tell him all this information about the case and everything that I got my money back for. I was like, no.
I'm just waiting for
so what you're saying, Pam, so what you're saying is so far you haven't heard back from Josh's Frog and if they want to do a collab with you, huh? Is that what you're saying?
I am pretty sure that I got the last word in. I think they gave up on me because I just kind of had to keep saying the same thing. And I'm like, I just don't understand why you tell people that they're going to get this, but then you don't give it to them. And then we're the dick because we didn't know that you were just not going to do what you said you were going to do. What? Okay. Anyway, sorry everybody as I rave about this 1-year-old fucking plant order.
Sorry,
I still get
sorry. That was my fault.
I still get people being like, you're being a bitch.
Someone put in the chat that they ordered a white tree frog from them. And quick note, white tree frogs are potentially the hardiest of pet tree frogs to order. And it was mummified when it arrived.
Mummified. Oh wow.
Mummified.
Oh my god.
That's horror. That's a horror show right there. That's a horror show.
Aaron says
Mummified.
water fowl. That's what happens when I eat ice cream.
Bowl. Bowl. Please partake in your bowl.
Oh boy.
Do you guys ever wonder how the fuck we came from like England or whatever and like did this to the accent?
Have you seen this?
I'm wondering how some of us
Aaron fucking knows.
No, you guys have the original accent. We're the weird ones.
Really?
Yeah. No, it was proven. Oh, do you know how I learned this? On fucking Drag Race. Monique Hart went on a full rant about this. That there was like a topographical study on this, on language and linguistics, and they state, in theory, it would seem that those who New Yorker, Boston, that's the English accent, and whatever the fuck we're doing is just like.
Y'all just wanted to sound smarter, so you're like, we're just gonna.
Yeah, you betcha. Don't
We
know.
we took those vowels, and we were like, we want everyone to know where the A is right now, right now.
It's a great vowel shift.
Shakespeare probably
That's
fucking did.
terrible because
Hey,
New
guys,
England
did you know
terrible.
that Shakespeare was like low-key bisexual and proper liked his menses?
I did know that. Did know that.
I heard that.
And the boy invented drag in the sense of European drag anyway. Dress
Pretty
as
much.
a girl. Drag.
Well, then that's
Because-
something.
Because women
Aaron,
weren't
mine
allowed to do
My
women
mind
weren't
is
allowed to do big
completely
brain
blown
things
today.
at plays.
My son had to do Shakespeare right at the end of school, and I had to like explain to him that all the women were played by men, and he was just like, "What?" Like it was just like, "That's so stupid." It's so funny, like explaining like misogyny and stuff to like a child who like just doesn't fucking because I'm his mother, you know. So he's like, "What?" That's some bullshit.
Acting too big brains for women's. No. All that ovary will stop you from saying the words.
Yeah, we might get
Thank God.
irrational and like, you know, start a war.
Who started all wars,
Civil
bitch?
unrest.
All of human history. Who started every single war? Every single one. Because it wasn't women. It wasn't women, my friend.
Wasn't us. It wasn't us.
I'm gonna pop in here and say that, my friends, was the cisgendered men like myself who started those wars. It was not the one. Not the one.
And that's why he's in the middle of a Pammy sandwich right now.
That is, I am being dominated by two Pams all at once. This
We're in the
is,
same shirts.
yeah, this is the future liberals want.
This is what we're gonna wear when we win the revolution, right? We'll just show up in our.
Screw
They'll be like,
Antifa.
"Are you an
Black
Antifa gang?"
Oh no, we're all domestic terrorists now.
Yeah,
So-
I know. Super excited about that.
Oh,
Hi, buddy.
Happy
Oh, look at
birthday,
that
Pam.
smile.
hello, baby.
Look at that
Oh.
smile.
I just slipped straight into dog voice.
I love his big Snoopy dog face.
He's such a
Oh.
dope.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Right, my beautiful, lovely queens. I believe it's now been an hour and 40 minutes since I've had a cigarette, and I'm kind of dying. So I think this may in fact be goodbye.
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 Goodbye. You should quit smoking, though.
I should.
Yeah, that's
I
bad
should.
for you.
I should.
Yeah.
From two Pams to you, it's bad
But
for you. So
not tonight.
It's gonna happen right now, buddy.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
I
you.
was already on that list. Soil plant.
Happy birthday to
I'm
you.
glad I got to
Thank
talk
you.
to
Not
Aaron.
my birthday, but I love you. I love both of you. Oh, I'm not doing. There, yeah. You like that? Yeah. He's got
Hi,
production value.
Travis. Mwah, 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 mwah.
That's production value right there.
Now there's a screenshot right there.
Oh. This is like Charlie's Angels.
I know, right? We need our. Hold on. This way.
Nope.
Nope, that way. There you go. Yeah. Somebody better get this shit. Come back
How
on
long
my
do you hold it for? Okay. Right. I love you both.
Enjoy
I
your.
Love you
love
too.
everyone.
Take care.
See you
With
later.
everyone in the
safe.
chat. My parting words are money up front, take care of you. Mwah.
Stay safe, Aaron.
Bye. It's just me and you, girl.
Jeez, it's the Pam thing now. That right there is the real birthday girl right now.
We need the other Pam here. Somebody get the other Pam. Oh, with triple Pam.
That would be funny.
Triple
That
Pam
would be funny.
This is
did you? I kind of came in late. Did you go plant shopping? Did you say?
I tried. I went to one place and they were closed, and I was bummed. So I went to another place that doesn't have like half of the selection that the first place did, but that's cool. And like I talked to the lady that worked there. There is another Pam. There is 2 L's in her name, Pamela. Yep. Yeah. And I'll put her channel in the chat.
I'm sorry.
That. Oh, I hope that was fireworks. Oh, yeah, fireworks. Okay.
I hope so too. That was awfully close.
I heard people are keeping the mayor awake in my city, so.
That's how it was here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's a good time. I love the noise warfare. It's pretty funny. Not so much to live near, but what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was putting Pamela's channel in the chat. Yeah, but here I can't be hanging with those protesters. They're all hugging the cops out in front of the jail, and I'm just like, that seems a little pointless. I'm not getting in on that photo.
Man.
So how are you doing, Pam? How's work treating you and shit? You hanging in there?
I'm ready. I think I'm able to start the countdown of getting the heck out.
Yeah.
Very soon.
You done?
Very soon. Because the first layoff group is done on the 30th. And the way everything's going right now, I would not be surprised if at the very latest, the end of July, I'd be done.
Wow.
But you know what was really cool is, and unfortunately, I can't just up and leave prior because I do have almost 21 years in there. So I've got like 20 weeks of severance. So I really don't want to leave that money on the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, because of right. This is the game Big Brother and I'm playing right now. So I'm not going to be kicked off the island anytime soon.
Yeah.
But I was at one of the plant shops by me that I love to go into last weekend, and they actually offered me a buyer position. They offered me a buyer. Yeah, unfortunately, I'd have to start like right now. Right now. And I can't leave 30-some grand on the table. I can't walk away from it.
Oh, that's such a good gig too.
I know. But at least my foot's in the door, and
yeah.
I don't know. So something will happen. The right one will happen.
Yep. It'll come along.
Other than that, I actually filmed 2 videos today.
What you got coming up?
I put one out. I put one out today, and it's a Dollar Tree haul, like of things that you can find at Dollar Tree that might not actually be planty, that you can use them for planting.
Nice. I did one of those like way back when I first started my plant videos, and I still get comments on it like now. Like those Dollar Tree videos, I learned that when I was couponing, when I was doing the couponing videos. That if you put Dollar Tree in your video title, people gonna watch it. So I released that one tonight, actually, and then I've got another one of at the end of the week. I think I'm gonna release it, and it's on violets, African violets, because my 3 violets are blooming right now. And then at the end of that, I think I'm going to put some of my like favorite things, like Sarah Bird's music, or Sarah Bird. She actually sent me a couple things, so I kind of put that in there, and then a couple Etsy things that I've purchased from other people that are actually YouTubers as well that I'm gonna put in there. Nice.
So that's my plan.
New Life Tropicals. So I actually have an order with them that I am waiting to be shipped. I've never ordered from them before. Have you, Pam? New Life Tropicals from Thailand?
I have not.
Okay.
I've thought about it, but I have not yet.
Yeah, I ended up doing it because I think the guy that owns it was like from my area. Somebody told me that, and then he moved out there or something, and I was like, oh, I'll give this hometown person a shot. I don't know if I just made that story up or not, but I'm pretty sure that that's who they told me. It was like
It
from
sounded
this
good.
area. Yeah, so let's check and see if my order's shipped yet. We fun. I've been doing this every
You
day.
ordered from them?
Yes, I ordered a
What do you-
bunch of stuff in April, like right after the virus
Wow.
hit, because that's the best time to make an international fucking
Right
plant
before,
order.
during a pandemic? Heck yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is a great idea. I'm just going to do that. So, so now I don't have it.
Is this the first order that you've made during the whole pandemic fun thing, or have you?
This was like this was the first thing I ordered because I got my Trump check there. I wanted to spend my Trump check on some plants. So
Spend that money.
yeah, man. I mean, if somebody gives you free money, you buy some plants. That's the rule, right? Okay, let's see. My account.
That's right.
My order.
I actually just found out that I will be receiving my very first YouTube check.
Oh shit! Congratulations.
So I will be. Yeah, thanks. So I think I'll be buying myself a plant.
Excellent. Catching up on the chat here. Okay, so Adam did, and it was a year and a half ago before the craze. Yours went well, right, Adam? I think I remember. I think I watched your unboxing video like before I knew you. I was looking for reviews on that place a million years ago.
I think I remember that one too, Pam.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I have like I won't tell you what I got because if it arrives, I'll do a video. But it's not shipped yet. But they said that they were resuming shipping as of like last Monday, I think, and they said that they weren't confident in the airmail, so they were going to ship out like the hardy plants first, like the sansevierias and stuff like that, and then they were going to start going in order of operation. So yeah, I figured they're gonna be some form of banged up, but so Adam got his white wizard Thai constellation.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask him where he got that. That is like on my wish list. Love that plant.
Yeah.
I drool every time he throws that sucker up on the screen. And he does that just to tease.
Those Thai constellations are expensive from Thailand now because they've caught on that everybody wants them. So they're like almost like retail value that you could get them for here, which is crazy.
Yeah. So they're banking on that one now too.
Mm-hmm. I won't do it, man. I refuse. I will not be a fucking victim of price gouging. 35. Yeah, almost everything I ordered was like between 18 and 35 bucks, I think.
So they get you in the shipping then?
It wasn't too bad. I think it was like $40 or $50 maybe at the most. Let me look. I can actually tell you. As I got like 5 plants. Let's see. I'm pretty excited. I hope that they get here in good shape.
I do too for you.
$58. So the order total was $126, and then I paid $58 for shipping for.
Are you able to say how many you got, or is that going to give something away?
I got 5.
And it was $50 for shipping?
Mm-hmm. 58.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah,
that's not bad though.
Yeah, from Thailand, you pay friggin' 20 to get them from like nurseries here, so I figured that was about what I expected. So Costa will probably end up selling those. I'm gonna guess for like at the most $29.95. I'll bet you they'll be like this.
You think
big.
It's gonna be that?
Yeah.
Oh, you think they're gonna be the baby ones?
They're coming for people's throats. They are gonna cut the Achilles heel of these fucking nurseries that are cleaning up on those plants. They're coming right for it. True. Aaron's not a fan of the Thai.
Aaron.
Oh, see now you're gonna upset Pam.
Yeah, it's all right. I won't go on an Isopod's journey with them then.
Oh,
I'm just teasing you. I love you, Aaron. I was actually at a grocery store, the same place I found my ZZ this winter, and I forgot I had a gift card for this grocery store that I just don't go to. And I was in the neighborhood, so I went in there and I got myself it was the only one they had, Monstera deliciosa, and the thing is massive.
Oh,
And I got it. I only paid a total of $2 for tax. That was it.
damn. One of my
So-
that big Monstera that I split up in that first video that everybody
Wasn't that the Planty Kindness
found me
video
from?
that you did?
Yes, that is one piece of it, and then I have 3 other pieces. One got sent to a friend, and then
That
I have
was only
2
one
other
piece
ones.
of that?
Yeah, and that was a grocery store Monstera that I got for I think $8 because I had a coupon. So
Oh, wow.
that was a score and a half because I split that plant up into so many pieces, and it's huge. I mean, the thing is huge. It's
That wasn't
enormous.
even that long ago that you split that up.
It's like last summer, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, about a year ago, yeah.
Your Deliciosa died, Aaron. That sucks. Yeah, somebody messaged me and said they were having a really hard time with theirs the other day, and I like honestly couldn't help them because I've never had any issue with like Deliciosas, so they just seem to want to live.
I actually have been in a fight saving one right now. I got one for my mom. My dad passed away in 97, so it would have been their 40th wedding anniversary in March. So I got her a Monstera deliciosa that she totally wanted, and didn't look at it well enough, and it was root rotted. So I am totally rehabbing it, and that was my own fault for not seeing it.
It's coming back though, right?
It came back. I had to chop all the roots off, and it had so much rot that I got. It was gag reflex hit. It just stunk.
That's the worst when it smells. You're like, actual root corpse.
So it did just end up going. I should have waited a little bit longer on the in the water prop for it, but I just potted it up last weekend in a terracotta, and it's under a grow light right next to a humidifier. So
there you go. It's in the primo spot.
It's gonna win. Yes.
I know. I'm like, I watched the Monstera that Rachel sent me like every single day. Just like, you okay?
How is that doing?
It's okay. It's chilling in water back there. I don't know if you can see it. It's the Alvo, yeah. And I haven't put it on my channel yet, so surprise, guys. I will eventually do one of those. But yeah, it like I had it in dirt, and then I got scared, so I put it in water just in case. Because it was like,
I can understand.
I can't see anything. Yeah, I'm a dirt propagator usually, for the most part. But yeah, no, I was like, I need to be able to see this and make sure it's okay. So
that's how I was with the that Monstera that I would just cut up. I was the same way. I'm like, I need to see the roots go on this one. But
Aaron says, you know what fixes root rot? Springtails.
Oh, Aaron, I think springtails fix everything.
I know. They are pretty cute. They're pretty great. They're keeping that terrarium pretty clean. And it should be moldy because there's a lot of stuff dying in there.
I learned a lot about that today. I had no idea. I mean, I've heard of them, but
yeah,
never knew what they did.
I just message him when I need stuff. I'm like, hey, do you already know this so that I don't have to spend time figuring it out?
Aaron, I'm not the Queen Pam, but I may have to ask for some assistance one of these days.
I can share my smart friend.
Yay. So what do you on tap for the rest of your night?
I think that in a little bit I'm gonna end this, and then I'm gonna go wash my face, and then I'm gonna go curl up in my bed and look at TikTok for like 2 hours and just not think about anything. Yeah, because I'm
good
tired.
For you.
And I don't want to use my brain anymore. And I'm just gonna go watch Gen Z destroy capitalism through TikTok. It's gonna be great. It's my favorite.
TikTok. When are you putting another TikTok out?
I don't know, man. I think of them all the time, and then like, just like the effort to make myself presentable.
But
he is so good at that.
Oh,
he's annoyingly good at everything.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Like, how dare you? How dare you just be good looking and good at everything?
I just barely figured out how to somewhat edit. What he's doing, it just blows me away on that. Like when he changes his clothes and he just like snaps, and I'm like, holy crap.
I don't know how that works. I can't even figure out like TikTok in general. Like I've got the idea of like how to make one in the app, but I don't know how to like upload things and then make them fancy there. And then like I put text in the wrong spot and then I feel like an idiot and I was just like, oh, okay. You're too old.
I guess I just downloaded it. I'm way too old for it, honestly.
Adam's a wizard, he said.
Oh.
I do enjoy crashing the youth's like space though and be like, oh, did we ruin this? Did we ruin this for you? Yes, TikTok dances for anarchy. Oh, it's good. I thought that TikTok would ruin my life and that I would be on it all.
Bye, Dea.
But not at all. Bye, Dea. Yeah, I'm pretty good about it. I won't even look at it if I'm not like done with everything I need to do for the day.
Because you just get immersed, huh?
You will scroll forever. It's like they have mastered the ADHD brain face because I'm just like, and you just like, it's like little bite size, and I have no patience. I can't watch long videos on YouTube.
Bye,
like,
Tammy.
at all. Bye, Tammy.
Yeah.
So it's definitely right up my alley.
I stepped into the YouTube abyss the other day. Next thing I knew, it was 2 hours later. Like, whoa! I'm trying to come up with some ideas for like redoing my room and everything, and next thing you know,
it to me. Yeah, dude, I like YouTube. I can't like if I'm listening to stuff, it'll like autoplay for like hours. Like I will be listening to Gary Pelerchuk's fucking voice from the Rustic Garden for like an hour before I realize that I've been listening to a video I've already listened to 150 times. I don't know why YouTube can't get it through its fucking head when I've watched a video. Like it always plays videos I've already watched.
Seen.
Like, why don't you keep track of this? Like it just seems like a really simple feature to be like, don't show me the same fucking videos. But I'm like zoned out, so I don't even realize I've come back to consciousness, and like Kevin from Epic Gardening's telling me the same shit about basil I've already heard him say 140 times, which is fine. Kevin's wonderful, but I've already seen that video.
I thought that was just me, and I just kept listening to it over and over.
Gardening videos will penetrate your algorithm whether you like it or not. I don't know what Kevin does to those videos.
I love him. He's awesome, but
he's
just
like, there you go.
He's got a show coming up, I guess.
I did. That's fucking crazy. I
cool.
told him that was awesome. That he like is such a fucking hard worker that I'm surprised it took this long, honestly. Even his like podcast music sounds like a gardening show, like that would be on TV. It's just like
he's
waiting.
got a podcast?
He does, yeah. It's I don't listen to it a lot because it's very short. He does like 5 to 7 minute like podcast. And I hate that because like if I put a podcast on, I don't want to have to decide on another podcast in like 5 to 7 minutes. I want to have something on for an hour and a half and not have to think about anything.
That's why I like Rachel and Casey's.
Yes, I'm behind a couple episodes of hers too. I usually listen to her when I'm in the garden because then it's like 2 hours. I'll be out there like cackling to myself. My neighbors are like, "What the fuck?"
Get to zone in on your own little free time.
Sorry, Aaron, did I get you excited?
Not
it's a shame that Kevin is
Adam. Oh,
it's too bad that Kevin's straight because my inbox is full of men that would just love to marry him.
Yeah, he's a good looker, but he still doesn't beat our Adam guy.
No. Number one.
Yep.
Number one, planty heartthrob.
That's right. That's right.
I definitely have DMs about it.
I can totally see he's blushing now too, and he's not even on here. I can totally sense him blushing.
Oh, that's true. I'm gonna start sending them to him. I'll just bleep the names out so I don't trust.
There's an ego boost. Here you go.
I love doing that shit. I'm like, you know what? You know who said something nice about you? It's my favorite. It's my favorite because I'm a gossip by nature, but I try to make it good gossip that I can indulge my need to gossip and also make people happy. And then if somebody like tells them, what's the worst that happens? Somebody finds out you were really nice about them behind their back. I mean, everybody wins. You know what I'm saying?
True. True. Oh, yeah. Reb said not do it as hers.
She's not Sharon. Sorry.
No, she's not Sharon. However, I do have to say, for my birthday, he did go and get something off the back shelf for me. So,
Oh, we need a plant calendar. That'd be great.
Yep.
Get all these
Yeah.
fine plant men up in the calendar for us.
Heck yeah.
When I used to run a knitting forum, we did a calendar one year. It was hysterical. We had such a good time with it. It was when everybody like voted. It kind of sucked because like people had to vote to get into the calendar, and I thought maybe feel a little uncomfortable. But oh my god, the pictures people came up with were fucking hysterical. They were so funny.
Think about like that though. That would be fun.
It would be. We had a great time. We had an awesome time. I think we ended up donating all the calendar money to like some charity that we changed every year. I was only part of it for like 2 years, and then I think they kept doing it after I left. Though it was wicked fun.
That's
I think
a cool
it was
idea.
Might have been my idea actually. I think I don't remember.
Yes, dual Pam's life is.
No, I helped design it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Lee was there. Lee's from back in that day. The not safe for work calendar. That's right. I still have mine somewhere. I have a couple of them, I think. I also have a metal guys with cats. It kept going until last year. Oh my god, that's awesome. That's so great. Oh, I love that.
So you started things.
I think I was. I don't know if it was me or this. Like I remember just being involved somehow. It was a long fucking time ago, man. It was like my whole life was just moderating.
They all blend together.
Oh my god, it was like I was pregnant and just home all the time when I wasn't at school, and like it was just a whole group of grown ass women who would just argue with each other just all fucking day. And like, but it was only like maybe 5 people that would constantly argue and with like everybody, and like I was friends with most of them, so like then that also put me in kind of a weird position where I was just like, okay, could you like stop making my job hard, buddy? Yeah, like stop getting fights with people. Yeah, the metal guys with cats calendar was amazing. It was so good. I don't remember it. It definitely went to the ASPCA. I think they did it like years ago. I'll have to see if I can find it. I'll put it on Instagram if I can. It's really funny. It's just like these big like bearded metal dudes with these little fluffy kitties.
With little fluffy kitties.
So funny.
Oh, well, I've got some puppy dog eyes sitting here staring at me because somebody needs to go. I hate to do this to you, but I hope you had a great birthday.
I did.
Go and relax a little bit more for the rest of the night. You deserve it.
This was lovely. Thanks for joining.
And yeah, thanks for having me. And
for repping the duds. Yeah.
You guys got to get your leaf petter merch.
Yeah.
Pam, you know the link.
I know. I think I'm going to donate some stuff this month. I gotta put a thing together and then I'll put it on the internet.
Awesome.
I'm gonna do something.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right, everybody. I will talk to you guys later. Pam, happy birthday. Love you, girl.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye.
See you later. All right, guys. So if you have any last questions, comments, etc., fire them at me. Because I am going to wrap this shit up and go read my book or look at TikTok is more like it. This was super fun, though. Thank you guys for hanging out and all the super chats. Maybe I'll go live when I plant shop and you guys can help me pick out what my birthday plant from y'all. You can help me pick it out or something. I think that would be fun. My chat is dead. Oh, there we go. So coming up after I get my shit together tomorrow from not doing stuff for a whole day, which means tomorrow will be a bunch of stuff I have to catch up on. Thank you. I'm going to edit together my next garden vlog. I had one filmed and it's so out of date now that I just did another one because like everything's blooming. So I'm going to put that up. I do want to put up a video about what's going on right now. I'm trying to like organize my thoughts a little bit because I will rant for 42 minutes and then have to edit it. What is the meaning of life? Oh, Don't I wish I knew? I think it may be some very sick person's amusement in some sort of video game. That's my theory. Somebody wrote this shit. I mean, come on. 2020? You're going to tell me some bored ass fucking person didn't write that? This is ridiculous. This isn't a real world thing. Oh, thank you. You guys don't have to do that. What am I going to get? You're going to have to give me suggestions now. Tell me what to get. Thank you, Casey. Yes, thank you to Aaron and Pam for joining me. That made things very fun. That was awesome. I had a good time. My face hurts from smiling. We're definitely The Sims, I'm pretty sure. Like most of, I think, Mike and I's second or third date, we talked about simulation theory. So I was like, yeah, this guy's all right. Talk to me about how these clouds are fake as fuck right now. Teenage aliens playing a video game. It has to be. This is so stupid. I see people every day and I'm like, you're not real. There's no fucking way. There's no absolute way you are not. No. No, I know. I know. I know. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's been a really shitty year. My ex-husband was asking me about doing something with my son next month, and I'm like, dude, I can't make plans in July. Like we don't even know what terror is coming to us in July. Like I feel like every time the calendar changes, something gets worse. So yeah. I'm not making plans 3 weeks out right now. Like, no fucking way. Yes, the whole world needs more springtails. We need springtails that eat cops. Can we get those? Just eat that kind of garbage. And the saddest part is they're just so one piece of a very fucked up mess that I just don't even. There are days when I'm like, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to figure this out. And then some days I go on TikTok and I watch Gen Z slap the fuck out of a cop, and I'm like, oh, okay, we might be all right. These people are crazy. March behind these fucking kids ain't fucking around. They are not even playing. They got like the global calendar ticking away. It's like fucking world's trying to die on them. Like we ain't trying to live the rest of our days in this racist ass oppressive system. There was already aliens. There was already aliens. That was in like February or some shit. They like literally announced that they had like I don't remember what month it was, but it was one of the apocalypses that we have gone through. It was overshadowed, much like when we were almost in World War III at the beginning of the year. Do you guys remember that, or have you completely forgotten that due to all the other horror that has gone on this year? Because I forgot about that. When I got like you get like your lung doctor just being like, can you just please like stay in the fucking house? And then like cops are just took the curtain right down and just like, no, we're not even gonna pretend like we're here to protect you anymore. No, it's like what's next? What is next? Yeah, they released alien facts from the White House. Like they literally were just lobbing aliens at us. They're like, please don't burn anything down. Here's some alien stuff. Are you happy? And then nobody really noticed because the whole world was falling apart. I know. When was the Area 51 storming? I feel like the last 2 years have aged me like at least a decade. I feel like we this year we just had so much hope, you know. But I'll tell you, if you get really sad, you just go on TikTok and you look at what these children are doing to try to fix the world. that boomers fucked up, and Gen Xers didn't do shit about, and millennials didn't do very good doing much about either. In our defense, we did try a little harder. We just ended up with a bunch of liberals. So sorry. Yeah, we did. We had the hope and change. How'd that go? Didn't go so well, did it? I can tell you exactly when I became politically disenchanted. I can't wait till fireworks season is over. I have such PTSD about this shit. The Sharknadoes, yeah. That's what, yeah. I know. That would really, I'd welcome it at this point. Like, if I'm going to die, I would rather it be by a Sharknado than some fucked up virus that I contract while trying to protest people's literal right to be alive. Oh, what disenchanted me? I would say it would be when Barack Obama ended up being a fucking centrist that liked to drop bombs on little brown children overseas because, you know, from a video game, basically, like humans didn't even have to do it and then live with the guilt. We just sent unmanned drones over there to do it, and that was horrifying to me, and also very surprising. And it's looking back, I shouldn't have been surprised, but I bought it, man. I bought that shit hook. I'm still glad that we had him. I mean, like, it's not like he was the worst, but yeah, it was really disappointing. And I feel like it just keeps happening. Every politician that we think is like going to be the one, you know, like, oh, they're going to change things, and then it's like as soon as they get in there, they're like, all right, guys, you know, we're gonna change stuff. Don't worry about it, okay? I'm just it's just that we can't really change it per se. It's like, what do we fucking hire you for? Like when AOC starts breaking my heart, I'm telling you, right? I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Like, even Bernie's bummed me out a few times in the last couple of months, just not showing up for votes and shit. Like, what the fuck you doing, bro? It's just overall frustrating. Like, we hire these people to represent us. Like, I think people forget that. They're literally called representatives. They are supposed to represent our wants, our needs, and what we want to do with our tax money. They don't do any of that. If any of us were that bad at our jobs, we'd get fired. Just saying. He also bragged about how much oil he procured during his presidency. Yeah, it's just like, it was a very gentle outside, but then just like the things that we were comfortable doing through that whole 8 years was, and then like that the whole, like, the Democrats had basically everything at the beginning of that presidency, and they like wanted to be polite to the Republicans, so they're like, oh, well, you know, I mean, we could push it through, you know, but like we don't want to set a precedent. I can remember that being said so many times, and I was like, you don't want to set a precedent with people who don't give a fuck about precedent. Like they do it to you. You realize that, right? And like there was even just like a lot of overreaching of like, I don't know, presidential power has just seemed to have expanded over the years, and I'm not cool with that. Yeah, we could have done a lot of stuff, man, and I just feel like, I mean, then by the second term, you know, we had lost the majority, so it's like, well, just threw that down the fucking tubes. And if we're lucky, we'll get Trump out this time around, but I don't know, man. The thing about the other side is they're incredibly organized, and they're all basically on the same page. So when we're not, the other side is not on the same page. We have leftists, we have liberals, we have centrists, we have people who are kind of checked out, but they also know that they're not Republicans, you know, like, so it's just, we got a lot of people, a lot of heads at the table, and not everybody agrees on things. I guess quit bumming Pam out. It's her birthday. Yeah, it's okay. You know, it wouldn't be alive with me if I didn't start ranting about the fucking government at some point in time. It's just like, oh God, man. Yeah, they're 100. Exactly. They're so fucking old. Like, what do you know about anything? Like, think about how fucking out of touch your parents are, you know? And I guarantee you that for most of our parents are probably younger than the fucking fossils that are sitting in Congress right now. And they're so, again, supposed to represent us. Like, I don't want these old motherfuckers making decisions for me. They're not even going to be here to live in the world that they're fucking up. Like, how old is Joe Biden even? Like, his teeth look like he's about 95 years old. You know, they just like, they start like coming out. Dude's fucking eyes are bleeding on tip. Like, how? I can't tell you how many times in the last fucking 4 years I've been like, how the fuck is this real? And I know how it's real, but it's just so hard to accept, as you all know. Like, we have a reality show TV person as the president. I will never get over that as long as I live. All the other stuff seems plausible, but someone from reality TV, the lowest common denominator of television, on one of the worst shows. I mean, we might as well have put fucking Jesus. I can't even think of somebody as lame to put in place. Like, it's just fucking terrible. Yeah, and the whole one person in charge thing bothers me too. I'm not a big fan. People are just so fallible that I just we don't vet them half as much. Like, who gives? Do we ever give, like, I don't know, mental health kind of like assessments to the people who have buttons that could cause wars and bombs to drop? I mean, do we even do that? Like, I don't even know. We clearly don't. I mean, we clearly don't. At least not anymore. Or it's not an ambiguous doctor. Mm-hmm. Yep. We have whittled down to 38 people ready to listen to me fucking talk about politics. Hey, Heather. I'm literally just wrapping up because we are coming up at like 2 hours and 20 minutes. But, you know, we have to get that leftist bullshit in before I get off the air because it just, like, always happens. I know, Reagan was such a mess. And he really just paved a shitty road. Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, I don't, the whole we investigated ourselves and we found ourselves to do nothing wrong is like an ongoing pattern throughout the entire system that is just a real fucking problem. I mean, and you know what? I bitched and I complained and I was like, I'm not fucking voting for him. Fuck him. He's a rapist piece of shit. Like, I'm not doing it. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to end up doing it because it is harm reduction. And we don't want Trump. Like, fuck, dude. Like, stop. I need the Democrats to stop making me do this because it is killing me. It's fucking killing me. I had to vote for Hillary fucking Clinton last term. Do you know how much I hate the Clintons? You want to talk about fucking fake ass? All right. Yeah, see, I'm in a blue state too, so technically my vote means very little. In like Massachusetts will always vote for a Democratic president, pretty much. For some reason, we love Republican governors. Not too sure what's going on there, but we always get these like weak ass Republican governors that are just glorified centrists, but every once in a while they find the opportunity to unleash military police on innocent protesters. It's happened so many times. Happened way before all this. Way before all this. I know, and like what really sucks is that liberals will attack you if you even talk about a third party, because then it's like, oh, well, you're going to take votes away. And again, it's because our side is so segmented, whereas the right is not. They just want to win the game. They don't give a fuck. Like, they really don't care, you know, who's sitting there. They just want to own the libs. You know, so, and like, I mean, they obviously don't have any kind of actual, like, I don't know, values, because he's not a very good Republican. It's definitely not doing things that they would normally like. So I don't know what the fuck's going on at this point. Yeah, it really sucks that, like, we have to keep voting for the lesser of two evils. But every time I bitch and I complain and I dig my heels in and I'm like, I'm not doing it this time. No, fuck this. Like, because when do we stop? When do we stop? When do we stop doing this? When do we stop, like, letting the Democrats, like, twist our fucking arms behind our back? And there's so many people who don't vote because they're not going to vote for fucking this idiot. You know, like, they're not going to vote. So who knows what's going to happen? Yeah. 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 And it's weird because there's a lot of blue states that are, like, blue by, like, a margin, like you said, Cody. It's like a little bit can push it. And even Massachusetts is kind of like that. We have, like, this weird, I don't know if it's just our colonial spirit or some shit. I don't know, but, like, we definitely have a good deal of Republicans here. They just tend to be the more, like, classic Republicans. They're not so much the, like, MAGA Republicans. We do have them, though. Somebody just put a shiny new Trump sign up by the park near me, and I was like, that's good. It's good to know where y'all are at. So put a big old sign up in front of your house. Yeah, because there's, like, there's Republicans that just want to argue about how we spend money all day and night, and they have their own. I mean, God, I've got problems with them up the waz, but, you know, that's the kind of arguing I miss. Like, can we argue about policy and how to spend money again, please? Like, I'm tired of talking about who does, which citizen it's okay to shoot because they, I don't know, aggravated you or something. Like, when did this become the argument? It's disgusting. And I guess it's always been the argument, but, you know, now we're just sort of forced to fucking deal with it constantly, which is good because it's time. It's time, everybody. It's time that people can't turn it off anymore, and I'm fucking glad. And I'm also. Does anybody? I'll leave you on this petty note. I'll leave you on a nice upswing. I've spent the last 2 weeks watching people rage quit every channel on YouTube, every Instagram account that has stuck up for Black Lives Matter or just, like, said something, you know, decent, like a decent human being, even the bare minimum. And people are like, I'm done with this. And they're just taking their ball and they're going home. And then I'm thinking, what y'all watching? So who's left? Where are you buying your plants at? Because I don't think there's very many options left, is there, sweetie? Do we have a racist plant store? This just makes me laugh. I'm always like, all right, well, have fun having no leisure activity on YouTube now, because the vast majority of people on here, I don't know, agree that Black Lives Matter. It's just, it makes me very happy that they probably have nothing to watch, frankly. I lost a good, maybe, I don't know, 40, but that's nothing. I've lost more over less. That one plant guy had a huge anti-COVID rant, as in, like, he doesn't think it's a thing. Yes. Fuck all lives matter, twats. Indeed. Indeed. And you know what? I'm sorry, but there is not a single fucking person left in this country that doesn't understand that Black Lives Matter doesn't mean only Black Lives Matter. You all know what it fucking means. So I don't want to, I'm so tired of I'm going to pretend to be stupid and be like, what do you mean? All lives matter. We get it, sweetie. We get it. You're racist, but you're too much of a coward to say so. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. He's not said one thing about Black Lives Matter. Oh, was he? Oh, okay. So is this like the people who were protesting opening the country like immediately, but then they're mad that other people are protesting human fucking rights? Those fucking cheats. Rachel did post something. She did. It was in her stories. Yeah, she did. She didn't make a grandstanding thing about it or anything, but she did post something. Hey, none of that. None of that. Assuming you're talking about Rachel that I know. We still flying Confederate flags in Washington. In Washington, really? That's not even the South. Yeah, Michael, I even messaged her because I saw people saying stuff and I was like, just so you know, like, well, what people might be upset. But yeah, she told me she had posted things, but I think it was early on, so I think a lot of people just are fucking uncomfortable. Like they just don't know how, they just don't know, not really sure where their place is and everything. And I think that everyone's gonna have to figure it out for sure, because we can't keep staying quiet. But I also don't want, in a way, like people who don't, like who maybe won't be giving, like, I want people to give out good information. I want them to give out information without speaking over Black voices or not centering themselves, or, and like that requires a little bit of education, I think. And I don't think that everybody was quite there yet. So I think it's like scary to just, because, like what's like the white things that you want to do when you first start talking about this shit? You want to like compare your experiences. You're like, oh, I know exactly how that feels because blah, blah, blah. No, you don't. You know what I mean? And like, that's like a thing you have to learn. And then, there's like, if somebody, is upset with you because you said the wrong thing and they're being rude to you, and you're just like, oh, well, I'm just trying to help. Like, that's another thing you have to get over. That's a whole other hurdle. And that's like not something that people can do in a day or two. So it's like, I have a little bit of patience for people who are kind of trying to think things out and like stuff like that right now. It's like, dude, I mean, especially people who are have been on the internet for a long time. So you've had a lot of exposure to this anti-racism, like the verbiage, the language, the thought around it, like just people have different exposures to that. So I think that the good thing about this, because it's in everybody's face right now, is that there's no way you're going to be able to avoid it. And I think it will make everybody be able to talk about this a little bit more effectively. So catch up on the comments. I was getting off. See what y'all did. I'm in the South, and thank God the Confederate flags left a while ago in my area. Good. Can you imagine flying a traitor ass loser flag? Like, like you didn't win that war, chiefs. Like, A, you were traitors to the country you pretend to be patriots to, and B, you lost. You lost. And the leader of the Confederate Army wasn't even super into like having memorials of soldiers that were in these painful, horrible wars that he didn't think should be commemorated. But nobody cares. Part of the privilege is being blind to that privilege, and it's our responsibility to educate yourself and others. Absolutely. And I think that a big part about especially white people speaking up is that it's not, Black people are tired. It's not their job anymore to teach us how not to be racist. Like, we did this and it's our job to fix it. Like, and it's just that fucking simple. And I think a lot of white people are really fucking bothered by that insinuation. Like, well, I didn't do it. I didn't have slaves. Why should I have to? And it's like, because, dickhead, you probably commit 10 to 15 microaggressions a month. And you don't know what you're doing to people when you do that shit, because you have no fucking consciousness of it. You can kind of tell when like people just don't, I don't know, talk to Black people, listen to them, follow them. No, it's not their job. Yeah, exactly. It's not their fucking job anymore. Like, it's not. When you're on the streets and protest, there's a thing that, especially now, that people do, and that is where they'll start yelling white people to the front. If the cops are coming and they're looking to swing, or they've started attacking somebody, especially a black person, a person of color, the white people will wall up in front of that person. They will physically put their fucking bodies in front of these people. And that is like what you need to do at this point, like whether it's verbally or physically. Like if something is going on, you got to step the fuck up, and it's going to be uncomfortable and shitty. And I've had to have like multiple uncomfortable, shitty conversations with people that I really fucking like in the last 2 weeks. And it sucks. It sucks, but you have to do it. I know. And I almost wish that I wish there was like better PR for like certain shit, because I feel like the way we phrase things like just instantly triggers like this defensiveness in people, and like white privilege is definitely one. Like if you can get people past that initial like, oh, like my life was hard, you know, it's like, yeah, it probably was. The point is, it wasn't harder because of how you look. And then I think that at a certain point, if you've explained something to somebody a couple times and they're still not getting it, like they're not getting it on purpose. You know what I mean? Lead by example, vanilla siblings, yes. And if you are called out by a person of color, just shut the fuck up and listen. It's not hard, exactly. And I've had that conversation a few times this week, because you will get your feelings, your little white feelings will get hurt doing this sometimes, like trying to advocate for people. Sometimes they just don't want you in their space, you know what I mean? Or if you fuck up, sometimes you know, someone's tired of correcting that particular fuck up. Even if it's only the first time you've been corrected, it's probably not the first time that they've had to correct somebody. So you have to like leave a little bit of understanding for that shit. Yes, white fragility is the biggest obstacle to lasting change, big time, because it's not about you. Everybody wants to be the good white person. I'm one of the good ones. You want your cookie, but you're not gonna fucking get it. So, and if that's, you know, and I feel like that a lot of times, especially with social media, these things become like a, you know, caught myself doing that shit before. You just have to stay aware of that stuff and make sure that you're not centering yourself, especially if you are a white person. Yeah. White people need to stop being so offended by black people fighting for the most basic of rights. Exactly. You know, and it's I think what's irritating me the most is how easily and quickly just a few little whispers of like, who did the looting? Oh, the rioting. And then like, oh, it's this group and it's this group and it's that, you know, and it's like all these little invisible, you know, groups that are doing that. It's like, no, it's people are fucking sick of this shit. And some of them want to break stuff, and some of them want to hold signs, and some of them want to fight cops, and some of them want to write letters. This is a huge fucking spontaneous uprising. There is no organization here. So like the whole blaming an entire fucking movement on the people who are angry and want to break stuff. Maybe they just want to steal shit. Maybe they're white supremacists. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just some punk ass fucking kid with a skateboard that wants to break a fucking window. You know what? The window wouldn't get broken if people weren't being murdered. So maybe we can go to the actual problem and not the fucking symptom. And it's working, because it's got protesters beating each other up because they think one is, well, that's an Antifa and they're going to break stuff, or that's an anarchist and they're going to break stuff, or like, then it's, you know, there's people screaming it, and that's what they want. They want us to fight. They want us to fight because then that dismantles the movement. And yes, there have been white supremacists agitating things. There have been white kids that have been breaking shit and making things way harder for the black leaders that are leading this protest. It's absolutely happened. But it's not the only way it's happening, you know what I mean? And like breaking shit and burning shit has been a long standing way of protesting, and it's effective as fuck, and you can't argue with that. Like, so you don't have to agree with it, but don't, you know, I'm a little tired of the way that they're using this to fuck us all up. And by they, I mean the media. Fuck Candace Owens. Stupid bitch. Catching up on the comments. She made my 14-year-old sister and 25-year-old sister cry. I educated with anything I have learned in my women's studies. She got the full lecture. I miss yelling at my brother about shit like this. I'll tell you that much. I don't. Catching up slowly. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I am aware of the Tulsa massacre, and it is terrifying. If you want to talk about fucking telling people, oh, get your shit together, and then once you do it, we'll just blow it all up. Because we can't have you have your shit together. Can't oppress people that have their shit together. It's thank you, Alma. Yeah, it's a whole thing, and it's a lot to unpack, especially if you're if you have somehow gotten through your life up until this point without thinking of any of this stuff. And I think a lot of people have, because they haven't had to. Thank God for the internet, man. And I think Gen Z is so badass because they're like, you know, like millennials, we had to live without the internet, and then we had it. So there was all this like figuring it out and fucking it up and ruining our lives by posting things on message boards and stuff. So now Gen Z's already got the playbook, you know, good. They're ready to burn this mother down. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, we've gone very late. Thank you, Mary. A whole bunch of people coming in. Yeah, people have a very hard time listening, Casey. That is definitely a problem. So just kind of wait for their turn to talk. And as humans, we kind of we're so selfish, we need to be like a part of everything in some way, you know? So it's like, I remember being in middle school, you know, and we would do like Black History Month in school or whatever. And I can remember not being mad about it, but just being like, oh, this doesn't have to do with me. And like, it does. It does. But I can remember being a kid and just being like, oh, about somebody else now, you know? It's just like a separation that I just had. Like, that's not about me. That's got nothing to do with me. Thankfully, I figured that shit out by high school. You know, I was paying attention more. Yeah, I feel the same way, Max. It's really it's a horrific set of events that have led to this. But I mean, could you see it coming any other way? Like, I mean, like we needed something this bad. We needed things to like pile up this way for stuff to happen, because we're very comfortable with being comfortable in this country. We'll just keep eating the shit they serve us and thank them for it. But I think people are fucking done. Like, I was driving through the whitest neighborhood today, and there was just protest signs, like, that you could tell were from a protest, just wedged into the sides of the road, like almost like political signs and stuff, just all over this neighborhood. Pretty affluent, well-to-do area. Like, the normies are joining the revolution. Like, that's what I'm trying to say here. Like, this is like it hasn't quite reached the boomers, but like the rest of the normies and the cool boomers, all on board. So you know shit is bad when like your vanilla ass friends are like, fuck the police. You know what I mean? And we have to be hopeful. You gotta be hopeful. What the fuck are we doing this for if we're not trying to make it work? Yes, the chaos happening now gives me hope as well. Exactly. I was listening to a podcast today, and they were talking about just the absolute like insanity of being somebody like my age, who've been to protests, been through stuff like that. You know, we went to Occupy and all that shit. it's so different now because the police are just attacking people. You don't have to attack them first. You can just be standing there. They're attacking medics. They're attacking people that are trying to recover from already being attacked. They're attacking people on their porches. They're just like people who aren't even in the protest. So like, I mean, this is like, it's going to get really fucking hard to pretend that it's just a few bad apples, which P.S., the rest of that cliche is spoils the whole bunch. And it bothers me as a student of English that people only use the first half of that to mean not what the rest of it means. You can't have just a few bad apples. That's not how it works. I know. And like when I went to a pretty tame one. But yeah, it was, I mean, the age span, it's a lot of young people because it was a youth-led march, but I mean, tons of older folks there too. It was really cool. A lot of hippies. Yes. I mean, that's the fact that we even use a cliche incorrectly to argue in defense of the police. You're going to tell me that this isn't some fucking sadistic fuck playing a video game. Come on. Yes, as leftists, we keep losing until we win, and we fight for that to make things better the second we can. Lose until you don't. We have a quick moment to celebrate the Supreme Court ruling on gay and trans rights. I feel very stupid, but I do not know what happened. What happened? I have not been on the global internets at all today. Fascists using only half a saying to push a false ideology? Never. Thank you for joining us, Sassy Iggy. If you a wicked piss of birthday, I will. I know, I really gotta get off here. You guys get me fucking rolling again. Oh, now that we ran off what was left of my centrist viewership. The Supreme Court ruled that they can't get fired for being LGBTQ. What? That's fucking great. Really? Our Supreme Court?
Yeah, it was Gorsuch, whatever that guy. He was the deciding.
He was the deciding vote. He's a little, he does that.
And Alito, or what was not Alito? Some guy. He wrote like 100-page dissents, all angry about it and stuff. But yeah,
I hope it's one that's going to die soon.
I don't know. I don't think we're that lucky.
It wasn't the rapey one?
No, it wasn't him. Kavanaugh.
Yay. Yes, Kavanaugh. Tried to forget his name. Guys, remember when Kavanaugh was getting elected and the Democrats were really into believing women? Do you remember that? Those are the good old days, huh? They're definitely gone now, though, because they sure don't believe that lady who Joe Biden assaulted, huh? This is the best. This is so good. Kavanaugh also opposed it. How shocking. That's so who would have known that Kavanaugh would be a douchebag? But 20 minutes later, they also voted for police to continue immunity from shit. Yeah, didn't they like refuse to even deal with that? They were like, no. Did hear about that. Yes, they'll only believe women when it's convenient to their political agenda. Mm-hmm. If you didn't see that woman's interview, I feel terrible. I'm forgetting her name right now. With, God, who's that blonde nightmare from Fox News? Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly did a somewhat respectable interview with her, and it was upsetting. It's a little triggering. It's triggering to listen to. Yes, Tara Reid. Thank you. How can I forget that name? She was an actress. I remember thinking that. I guess Tara Reid still is an actor. Is Tara Reid still alive? The other Tara Reid? Oh, no, it's Brittany Murphy that died. I need to get off this computer. I'm like, which one of these blonde ladies is dead? Oh my God. Must be the claw. I've smartened up though. We're only just doing lightweight booze on YouTube now instead of drinking an entire bottle of basically hard liquor. That somebody was so kind to tell me had liquor in it in my comments. Oh, all right, guys, I'm gonna get the fuck off of here. Thank you for hanging out with me. This was so fun. Thanks for enduring my rants and raves. I hope I didn't say anything stupid. Brittany Murphy did die. She died from black mold, Aaron. Black fucking mold. They said it was drugs, but it was black molds. Like what I have up there. Like really though. Like we don't usually show that on social media. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Ooh, enjoy those, Cody. Thank you, Casey. I love you too, Aaron. All right, y'all. I will see you for a garden tour very soon. Also have an inside plant tour coming. I'm gonna film that on the new phone. Yeah. Thank you. Good night, guys. Bye.